Hello. How y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all been? How's the week been going? How's the start of your week been going? I assume most of you are now well outside of school and are enjoying your summer breaks. For those of you that are employed like I am so sorry. This does not apply to you. This does not apply to you. What? Hello, nonetheless. How are we doing? It's warm. Yeah, it's hot as shit. That's the summer. I don't think how it be like it is, but it do. That is the summer. Nice and toasty and balmy. Holy shit, it's a white guy. Oh, where? Show me where. Oh shit. I hope it's not me. Been 104 degrees at work. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We had a blisteringly hot day last week where the heat indices, like the air temperature was about 40 degrees centigrade, but the heat indices were at like 46. It's like 115 degrees Fahrenheit. It was brutal. The kind of day where you walk outside, you inhale, and you feel the hot air going into your lungs because the air temperature is hotter than your body temperature. It was fucking awful. For whatever reason, the asphalt doesn't melt here. I think, well, to be fair, they're also replacing a lot of roads with concrete and not asphalt, so not so much an issue here anymore. I think it's got to get above 120 degrees Fahrenheit in order for asphalt to start getting slick, if memory serves. Don't quote me on that, though. Don't quote me on that. It's winter? Oh, right. Hemispheres. I forgot. That's a thing. 70 degrees here in Wisconsin. I am envious. Oh, I'm so envious. Don't you hate it when the ground melts? Don't you hate earthquake-based liquefaction where the ground just turns into putty and you sink into it like quicksand? UK heat wave is kicking my ass. Yeah, I hear there's a heat wave going on over there in the UK right now. Welcome to how it feels in Texas for about 5 months. That's like every day for us. 41 in France. Oh, that's okay. Listen, even 41 here is awful. 41 here is also awful. So holy shit, that's rough. But you know what? I will still prefer this than being cold. I would prefer this than being cold any day of the week. Because being cold sucks. I hate being cold. It's just misery for me. In the Philippines all year round, we average 30, 35. Sign me up. Fuck it, I'm moving to the Philippines. Y'all got nice weather. Cold is so much better. Y'all are fucking weird, man. How do you enjoy shivering? How do you enjoy being embalmed in ice and snow? Rather freeze to death than sweat for more than 3 hours? Maybe I'm just used to it, right? 1 year? Valve is sure dedicated to making this update the best it can be. Slowly turns to look at the coming summer update cosmetic drop. Oh, it's gonna be great, isn't it? Oh, we forgot we have summer coming still. Summer update is not here yet. We'll see what that entails. The monkey's paw curls. Summer update waiting room. It's not there's not going to be a summer update this week or next week. To my knowledge, because where I've been getting this information, to my knowledge, map emails have not gone out yet. So we're still at least 2 weeks away from any update dropping for summer. So we'll see. Yeah, mid to late July is my suspicion as well. Maybe even early August. Who knows? Maybe we're just not going to get one because the Valve is working so diligently. Valve is working so diligently on the upcoming MVM update. Nothing ever happens. So true. It is just true, wouldn't you know? Keep forgetting to... There we go. Hello. Now you can see me. How we doing today? It's fucking hot as shit, man. I'm just sitting in my room sweating. It sucks. I really hate I hate summer. This is not a Zoomer haircut. What are you talking about? How is this a Zoomer haircut? When I envision Zoomer haircuts, I envision one of two things. I envision one side of the head being shaved, or I envision like it's the shitty broccoli top is what I envision. The broccoli hair, where it's this unkempt mess, like a rat's nest on their fucking head. I don't know why they think that looks good. I guess I'm the out of touch unk, but I don't follow it. It looks so trashy. It always does. It looks trashy, genuinely. G-Man haircut. Listen, I'd rather embody the energy of the G-Man than any 18-year-old. So cheers to that. Cheers to that. My hair's thinning. You don't think I know that? You don't think I don't know my fucking hair is thinning? I'm painfully aware. Got a Jaguar mug. It's got a peacock on it too. My tea is still too hot. That'll do it. Rise and shine, Uncle Dane, and smell the quick play. Oh, Lord, I would be wonderful if more people would speak the good word. Maybe we can convince them still. Maybe we can convince them. But hey, so, I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's been a year, okay? It's been a hot minute since this blog post went out. And I want to talk about that for a second. Yeah, already, time flew. I can't believe it's already been a year. It's like I guess as I get older, yeah, happy anniversary. Just get some fucking cakes in the chat. Spam some cakes in chat for the 1 year anniversary of this blog post, okay? 1 year anniversary. Get the cakes going. Get some fucking get festive. Happy anniversary. We're married to this blog. Surely it's just because they're working on both the heavy update and the MVM update at the same time. You know what's funny? I believe Lucid mentioned this when we were hanging out on UFR. We're continuing to see the same rate of mentions of the heavy update, but no one's really talking about the MVM update. Like, just in passing. You know, over the past week or so, because of the 1 year anniversary, there's been a few videos that have been put out talking about it. But, like, ever since this blog post dropped, like, and in the few months following it, like, you had those couple of videos from Wheezy, and then people kind of talking about it, what have you. Mustard cake, amen to that. People just kind of stopped talking about it. Like, it just fell into the background. Then, of course, they had this follow-up saying, you know, thank you for all your submissions. We don't have a release date yet, but even though they, like, heavily implied down here that there's gonna be something happening around Halloween last year, but then they just... That just didn't happen, right? And I remember like people getting into context battles, like, well, if you read this, it says that there's nothing happening for Halloween. They never said this. I have eyeballs and I can read. It says right here with the second part arriving right before Halloween. So very clearly, the intention with this. You know what, let me just kind of repeat what I said verbatim on Twitter, because I made a post about this yesterday on the actual anniversary. It's not really surprising this happened, right? It's not really surprising, okay? The reason why this happened is because Valve bit off way more than they could chew. Guaranteed, I'm fully convinced at this point that they genuinely believed this was going to be another copy and paste job, like all of the other seasonal updates we've been receiving. They thought they were going to be able to do the same thing with Man vs. Machine. And so they put out the announcement. They give a 2-month deadline. A 2-month deadline for people to get their MVM maps done, which is an insane time constraint. That's so little time. To just make like a competent map in general. 2 months is crazy, okay? So they impose this ultra short deadline because they wanted it to arrive probably around Halloween. That's more or less what this implies. But then they quickly realized, uh-oh, that's not going to work for a couple of reasons. One, when when workshoppers started uploading their MVM maps onto the workshop, uh-oh, there's no tools by which they can ship MVM waves. So the maps were uploaded, but they had no waves. They couldn't just copy and paste that, throw it in the game, and go, yep, we're done. There weren't any functional waves on a bunch of the maps that were submitted. That's factor number one. Then, factor number two, they have to actually playtest everything. This isn't just booting up the map to make sure that it doesn't crash the game. They have to actually make sure the waves are completable. Like, balance aside, fuck that shit. Just make sure they actually work, because then players will figure out how to min-max the waves and beat them efficiently, right? Especially if they're going to offer some kind of item drop incentive for people to gamble for, which Valve would be monumentally empty-headed, gargantuanly retarded if they did not put in some kind of new item drop for the MVM update for people to gamble for, right? So ultimately, they quickly realized, oh shit, we can't treat this like another summer update. We have to actually make sure everything works. And then it's just been radio silence ever since. My suspicion, I've said this before, my suspicion is that they just dropped it. I know Wheezy said that he knows that people who know people who know people, that they're actually working on it. Like, I know people say, oh, they're working on it. For the common person looking at this shit and also looking at Valve's track record, I think they just dropped it. I think a much larger part of me genuinely believes that this is now another heavy update situation where they commit to, like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this update, and then, uh-oh, it's too much work. Now they don't want to do it, so they're gonna do what Valve has always done. Well, not always, but for the past decade, a little bit more than that, is they just go radio silent, and then eventually the silence and lack of action just forces us into compliance. Because what else are we gonna do? Other than, like, when we get another movement, hashtag, where's the MVM update? Hashtag, get Valve to put robots in the game. Like, no one's gonna fucking do that shit. We couldn't even do that for the actual bots in the game that were ruining it for 5 fucking years. We couldn't do that at all. Like, the first tangible action people took against bots, it took us like 5 years for the first movement to happen. So you think people are gonna band together and demand the release of the MVM update or for anything else like that? Nah, fuck no. So Valve's gonna do what they've always done when it comes to this game, and they're just gonna do nothing. And the silence is gonna force us into compliance, and then eventually it's gonna fade into history, into obscurity, and people are gonna go, remember when they said they were gonna do an MVM update? Yeah, where is that? And then we just go back to opening more cases. Fully suspect that's going to happen. And you know what? The precedent is there. They did that with the fucking heavy update. It's not unreasonable to expect that, right? MVM update, more like Robotic Boogaloo 2. Wouldn't it be crazy if they ship another case full of robot hats? Ugh. I think they learned their lesson the first time, because the reception to Robotic Boogaloo was very negative. So, here we are, 1 year later, waiting for what I think is potentially going to be nothing. And that kind of sucks. It does. I absolutely want a fresh, competent update for TF2 again, and by competent, I mean just functional. Like, I just want it to work. I want it to come out of the gate, minimal issues, no matchmaking system breaking and making the content unplayable. Decent quality curation, right? Decent quality curation should be the bare minimum expectation for any update in a game hosted by a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't think that's unreasonable to ask for. And then competent in that, okay, the maps actually work, and that you can actually play them to completion. Like, that's like the minimum expectation. Anything else after that, like, oh, new hats and new weapons, unusual effects, Robotic Boogaloo 3, like, fuck that shit. Just having it be competent and functional. Like, Valve can't even consistently do that, and they haven't done that for years now. Because every update drops and something is broken. A map is broken, cosmetics are broken, the matchmaking system breaks. 38 new unusuals, though. Better open those cases. Get those boxes open. Valve needs that money. Don't forget, small indie company. How are those Steam machines going, by the way? So, and what's worse about all of this, is Valve isn't even making the update. Valve isn't even making the update. The community is. Non-employees are making all of the content for them. Like, the hard part's already done. They just have to make sure it works, and then put it in the game. Lest I remind everyone, back when people actually worked on video games at Valve, they finished MVM and 2 major updates for it in, like, less than 2 years, like 18 months or something like that. That's insane. And now it's been over a year since the announcement of an entirely community-made update, and it's still not here yet? I really don't think it's unreasonable to question just what the fuck is going on over there. If they can't even get a community-made content dump out within a year's time frame, it shouldn't even take that long to playtest these things. Get 6 people, contract 6 people to play them for you, and then playtest them for a few months, and like, you should be done. That should be it, right? But here we are, and we still have nothing. So happy 1-year anniversary to no MVM update. And I don't know what my expectations are now, other than there's just not going to be an update. Didn't Valve go back and edit the high rovers as heavy blog posts so to say that only one of them will get the updates that are both? I don't know. I don't know if that happened. I've not seen that before. If they did actually go back and edit the blog posts to remove that heavy was going to get an update too, someone fact check that right now. But I think my expectations now, other than there not being an update, right? Other than not being an update, is that it really is just going to be pure bare minimum. 2 or 3 maps, and that's it. Just 2 or 3 maps dumped into boot camp. No new item drops. Nothing special. Not even like a brand new case to open with robot hats or something like that. Because if it's taking them this long, I'm fully expecting them to just not be doing any kind of work on it. Like, obviously their focus was getting the Steam machines out alongside whatever Deadlock's doing, because what the fuck's happening in Counter-Strike, what the fuck's happening in Dota, other than them milking that for more money. So, what's TF2 getting? Probably less than what Counter-Strike and Dota are getting, as always. So, is my... and, like, yeah, I know I'm being pessimistic. Number 1 pessimist right here, hand raised, out of frame, you can't see it. Number 1 pessimist and Valve hater here. This is my position now. Because I've been so immensely black-pilled on how they treat their games over the past few years. It's just getting worse, right? It's just getting worse. Number 1 cynical asshole right here in the TF2 sphere. But someone's gotta do it. Someone's gotta do it. Because who else is raising the alarm on this? Other than, like, a couple of other wishy-washy posts I've seen, you know? Who else is gonna be this critical? I'll do it! I'll take the bullet, okay? Don't show my armpit. Look, there's my armpit. There's the other one. If you're into this, get your head checked. I'm worried about all of you. I lost my train of thought because of the fucking armpit derailment. Thank you. What was I saying? I have to remember what I was saying. Give me a second. I had something else I wanted to say to kind of close out that train of thought. Shit, it's gone now. Yeah, Valve sucks, whatever. Number 1 Valve hater right here, whatnot, so on and so forth. But, I don't know, man. We're just sitting here. We're just sitting here waiting to see what comes, man. And listen, and despite me being the number 1 cynic, the number 1 pessimist, this is what I wanted to say. I really do I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I desperately want to be wrong about my viewpoints on TF2 and expectations for updates. But since since 2016, 2017, how Valve has been treating this game, a very clear, discernible pattern, a very clear track record with how they handled Team Fortress 2 has been set. The pattern is there. The update model they've been following is very well established. And them going beyond that, basically non-existent. If that has shown me anything, my expectations should be subterranean. Below the surface. Under the ocean. Towards Earth's core. Because if all previous updates that we received, especially over the past few years, are of any indication, the MVM update is going to be a shit show. Especially if they don't touch the matchmaking system. Yep, I gotta squeeze that in there. You know me, big number one fucking anti-casual guy. Anti-casual mode guy. If they don't touch the matchmaker, it's gonna be a shit show. I know I've said this multiple times now, but it is genuinely going to be a shit show. Main reason being, don't know if all of you know this, don't know if you know this little bit of tidbit of information here. Man versus Machine and casual mode piggyback off the same game coordinator. They use the same matchmaker, right? Except that MVM doesn't have MMR, all right? So when you suddenly have a whole bunch of people flooding into Man versus Machine with how casual mode currently functions, you know, splitting the player base even further apart than what's happening right now with over 120 maps in the vanilla rotation, gonna be going towards probably 130 for summer. Oh god, there's gonna be a catastrophic fucking meltdown of the matchmaker if they leave it as is. Which is why there's one little part of me, one little shred of hope that I have, one little teensy-weensy little shred of hope that I have, that they might actually touch the matchmaker. If they don't, good god, what's going on over there? If they genuinely leave it as is, holy shit, Valve is even more incompetent than I thought they were. Because if they don't touch it, it's going to be a goddamn disaster. What other word can I use to describe what the outcome of that will be other than a fucking catastrophic disaster? I don't know, man, and that's it. That's just the state of things. Here we are 1 year later, no MVM update. We're now going off into an indefinite period of time where we just might never get it. I don't think we will. I know, some people say, I think they're working on it, I think they're working on it. I just think they dropped it. I really do. I really, really do. Moreover, yes. Who's actually excited about an MVM update? Think about that for a second. Of all things to update for Team Fortress 2, why MVM? It's like, okay, it's like updating pastime. It's like updating it's the manpower update. It's the pastime update. Yeah, it's the Man versus Machine update for Team Fortress 2. I suppose a lot of people are excited because this is the biggest thing that TF2 has received in almost a decade, right? But of all things to address, it's like, MVM, okay, naturally that's going to act as a good vehicle to push more community-made content away from the vanilla map rotation, because Valve likely acknowledges that they can't keep bloating the rotation with more maps, so just, okay, fuck it, put more stuff in MVM. And sure, you know what, the hype and the novelty is going to be wonderful, but if they don't give people new Australiums to farm, that shit's probably going to die faster than a normal casual mode map does. Of course, you're going to have, like, the super-duper MVM lovers grinding that shit for the love of the game, min-maxing everything so they can figure out new metas and strategies and whatnot, and that's all well and good. Like, you have the people that enjoy the potato.tf stuff, but it's like, once that's all figured out, what's the point of staying there? In the vanilla game, right? They're just going to go back to farming Australiums on the normal maps, and then for everyone else that kind of gets exhausted about the vanilla content, it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go back and play normal TF2 now. Bye. Gambling catered to people who want gameplay, different audience. So, that is true. Like, gambling is to bring in people that are outside of the audience of people that genuinely enjoy the gameplay of MVM. That's absolutely true. They have to do that, otherwise no one's going to engage with it. There has to be some kind of reward for your time. And if they don't do that, they're gonna fuck up. It's over. It's done. So, again, I hope I'm wrong. Type 1 in chat if you hope I'm wrong. Okay? If someone types 2, I understand why. Type 1 if you hope I'm wrong, but I have a lot of reason to believe I'm not. So, damn, a lot of you guys want me to be right? Why do you want me to be right? Why do so many of you want me to be right about this? Well, thankfully, I can directly ask you, because guess what? We're going to take some calls today, I think. We're going to take some calls today. I think that's the plan. That's what's going to be happening today. I said we're doing call-in streams, but okay, so before I continue, couple orders of business. Before I dive into taking your calls here. I don't know if you guys noticed this. I don't know if y'all saw this or not. Okay? I don't know if y'all saw this or not. Big news. Big news here, folks. But you might have heard about a little video contest going on. You might have heard about this little, the first Team Fortress 2 video contest being hosted by UFR. Y'all might have seen this. Y'all might have also caught that my name is right there next to Lucid, right? Y'all might have seen this. So UFR is hosting a video contest where you can submit your Team Fortress 2 related YouTube video. It will be judged by a panel of YouTubers, and the winner will receive cash prizes. Yeah, Lucid got the announcement up on the blog, which is pretty fucking cool. So hell yeah for that. If you guys would like more information, join the Discord linked in the news tab, and you'll get all the extra information there. But to hit some of the major highlights, you have to be under 20,000 subscribers. If you're over 20k subs, you are not allowed to enter. And this is purely for nurturing new up-and-coming YouTubers, to give them exposure, to encourage more content creation, to get the ball rolling, more people into creating YouTube videos, all that shit. That's purely what this is for. Because both Lucid and I acknowledge that there is a significant lack of new TF2 YouTubers. Because what's there to iterate upon? Naturally, like, the common excuse is, oh, well, everything's been talked about. There's nothing else left to talk about. I kind of disagree with that now. There's a lot more that can be said about Team Fortress 2 outside of just the gameplay. From, like, game design standpoints, art direction, history, there's so much stuff that's, like, still left to be said. You can still even make whole videos about the gameplay. Like, there's an infinite well of creativity to be tapped into, even if you're making, like, a clip dump video. Like, we're accepting all kinds. It can be a clip dump, it can be a commentary, it can be a source filmmaker animation, it can be literally anything, so it can be a fucking 10-minute YouTube poop. It can be literally anything, so long as it is tangentially or directly related to Team Fortress 2. The focus must be Team Fortress 2, that is the #1 rule, and the channels have to be under 20k subs. Has to be under 20k subs. And then a couple of the other big rules, it must be over 5 minutes in length and under 25 minutes in length. Over 25 minutes, no good. Under 5 minutes, no good. Gotta be between 5 and 25 minutes. Beyond that, go crazy. Beyond that, go crazy, okay? And so you say, Saxy Dollar Store Edition, I have one more announcement to make. One more announcement to make about the prize pool. Through an anonymous donation, the prize pool is now $1,000. The prize pool is now $1,000 for the video contest. Not 100, 1,000. So now there's some skin in the game. Now we got some skin in the game. First, second, third place. First place gets half. They get 50%. Second place gets 30%. That's $300. Third place, 20%. That's $200. We have a $1,000 prize pool up for grabs. On top of that, you guys can also make the prize pool bigger, because all super chats that come in today are also going directly towards the prize pool. Every super chat I get today, I will throw it in as well. Yes, that is $200 for third place, $300 for second place, and $500 for first place. And the prize pool will continue to grow because we're still raking in donations to bump that prize pool both here on my stream and on Lucid's. So, if you guys want in on this, you want to take part in this competition, go join that Discord and check out the rest of the rules. That aside, I'm taking your calls today. I'll be taking your calls. So the way this works, if you don't know how this works, join the Discord, linked in the description below, and I'm going to start a stage in there. And if you raise your hand, I'll bring you in. Or the soapbox. I'll start it. Hold on. Where's the fucking soapbox there? I forget they call it a soapbox, not a stage, which is strange. Give me a second. Soapbox. Soapbox? Start the stage. Oh. Meme. Okay, there we go. Where's the... Oh, hello? What's happening here? Where's the rest of my Discord window? Hello? What? Well, Discord is very broken. Don't worry. Let me reset this. Properties. Okay. What happened here? Oh, there I am. I was hitting the wrong key. Hello! Alright, there we are. We're in, baby. We're good. Fantastic. Make these a little bit bigger. Bring that over. Bring this over. Fantastic. Right now, I'm taking your calls. I'm taking your calls. That's what we do. People kind of expect this about once a month, somewhere in that ballpark. So if you guys want to hop in, ask, and this is for literally anything. Questions, comments, concerns. You want to fight me live on stream? You want to recite some poetry for 10 minutes? I mean, go for it. That's what this is for. There are no rules unless you're being overtly disruptive, and then I will have to remove you, but that's about it. Love from Tel Aviv, fill the pot, glory to Gavin. Oh my god. Oh, horrible. Oh, horrible. How about you punch me through the screen? Come on, motherfucker. Come on! Your fucking ass. I'll beat you up. Let's see. I keep forgetting to adjust the window. Hold on. Bring this over. Ooh, I think that's good. You don't need to see how many people are in the audience. That is not important. Go. Love how the stream is doubling while being in the soap room. Yeah, you'll have to mute one or the other. Zesty being toxic on stream. I'm ready to fucking fight somebody. If you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you. It's like, just go for it. Good luck with the video contestants. Holy sh... You're insane! Wow. Okay, prize pool is now $1,500. You are fucking insane. Wow. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. The prize pool is now $1,500. Incredibly generous. See? This is good. This is great. Thank you so much. $1,500 prize pool for the video contest. And growing. And growing. That is phenomenal. It's enough to get a Steam machine! Oh, Lord. Hey, you can buy a Steam machine now! Discord won't let me join because of ID verification? Fucking God. Country is shit rules. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Mr. Yellow Yorigami. It's incredibly generous of you. Again, everything's sent on stream today. Well, after YouTube. Forgot to mention YouTube takes its cut. After YouTube takes its bullshit cut, that's all going to the prize pool. I'll make it 1,500. Don't worry, I'll make it 1,500. Well, I just got dono mogged. Yeah, regardless of the cut YouTube takes, I'm gonna make it 1,500. Like, minimum, it's gonna be 1,500. Like, I'll make up the difference after whatever YouTube takes. Keep it coming. I like Dono Mog. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Okay. Well, I'll bring on the first guest. Get your ass in here, Mr. Morgan. Hello? I invited you. I'm waiting. Oh, there he is.
There we go. There we go.
There
How's
he
it going?
is. Ah, shit. What's up, man?
It's going good. It's going good. Right now, I am pretty hyped. Pretty happy to be here. Awesome to see everyone around. Damn.
Yeah.
That was an insane donation from Yellow Yorigami. Damn. That's actually sick.
I am. What? Huh? Get out of here. Fucking shitty Discord pop up. It's like, there's someone you blocked in here. Do you want to make sure you want to stay in here? Is it safe? You know, it's like a fucking trigger warning. Jesus. No, yeah,
yes.
I'm so excited. Again, thank you guys so much for getting that prize pool up there. We want this again to be a big encouragement for people to start making some good YouTube videos again. You know, $100 was just the starting point.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's actually fucking phenomenal.
Yeah,
I'm
actually
really
very happy.
excited to see what other content I'm going to be pushing out. But
I'm excited too.
But yeah, I'm really happy to be here. I guess let's start off with a good question. Is how you doing today, man?
I'm doing fucking great now. I'm like already this stream is going phenomenal because I'm just happy the prize pool's going up. It's like I'm having a great fucking day.
Oh yeah, that's actually sick. Now, one of the things I did want to ask you, I wanted to play a little bit of devil's advocate here with you.
All right.
To kick off our questioning.
Okay.
So I have kind of a couple questions I want to run by you. These are not my takes, but I've been asking around and I wanted to get some people's opinions in the community and try to present you their claims.
Okay.
And the topic is generally going to be, what is the biggest thing plaguing Team Fortress 2 right now? And I'm going to present you some of their cases.
Okay. What do they think?
So one of the big topics, because I was actually talking to a friend just last night about it.
Okay.
They feel one of the biggest things that is hurting Team Fortress 2 right now is the fact that the game stagnation. They believe the game is becoming stale for a lot of long-term people. The game's kind of solved at this point. There isn't really much left outside of just you can kind of go into a game. It's almost formulaic. You can tell almost immediately how a game's going to play out, how it's going to end. And it kind of leads it to being just an unfun experience because of the fact that nothing's really changing.
I wonder what the cause of that predictability is. I wonder how we can see the writing on the wall so early when we're playing our usual, casual match. I wonder what might be the cause of that. Beats me, it's a Gordian knot. We'll never know. We'll never fucking know the reason why this happened, because TF2 wasn't always like that.
Oh no, obviously. I mean, what do you mean? It's always been like this since launch,
No, yeah, I think I find this first one funny because that's just casual mode sucks. That's basically what that translates into, is that casual mode sucks. Every match is predictable. You know how it's going to go. Gee, the game wasn't always like that. I wonder what made it that way. I wonder what they changed and what they removed. So they're right. I agree with them on that front.
And that kind of actually leads into another, because that conversation segued with another friend that we were talking about. And one of the things they mentioned was the fact that there's not really, like, for example, the six stacks. Like, I'm sure we've all dealt with the late night play sessions on Dust Bowl where you're fighting the Kritzkrieg demo man who is just shooting stickies right down main, and it's the most miserable experience on last imaginable. I think we've all, at one point or another, experienced that, but I think the point that they are trying to get across is the fact that, you know, even because I brought up that, well, a lot of the things they're complaining about would be fixed with the old system.
Yeah.
And the point that they came across was a lot of the fixes that the old system had weren't exactly fixes, they were like band-aid fixes. Like, for example, auto balance, or like not exactly, because sometimes auto balance would happen and then it just wouldn't work. Nothing really would change. The tides of the battle won't really.
Oh, you mean auto scramble?
Yes, auto scramble. Thank you.
Okay. So, is there more? Or can I respond?
You can respond. Yes,
Yeah.
but that's the general gist of how the conversation flow was going.
Sure. So, the main problem that they're addressing is that balance in Team Fortress 2 is fucking chaos, and I completely agree. By nature of how games get set up, balance is basically random every time a game begins, regardless of the matchmaking system's presence or not, because, as we all know, Casual mode's matchmaking system does not work. Casual's MMR means fucking nothing when it comes to balancing games. And when it came to team scrambles, naturally, this was not the perfect solution. However, it was far more effective than the matchmaking system we have now. The solution isn't a more robust matchmaking system, because matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking, does not work for a game as complex as Team Fortress 2, where players can change their class and their weapon and their desired level of engagement on the fly, right? That's not how players approach this game. So the next best thing that worked for a long time and that practically no one complained about, because scrambling was like the go-to and functioned quite well to make a team a bit more balanced, was the scramble. Like, that's like the thing that did work far better than casual mode's shitty matchmaker. You know?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And that was I'm actually liking how the flow of our back and forth is going right now in terms of trying to play off of their take on it, because our conversation actually in a very similar way. They kind of led into the fact of actually referring to Meet Your Match as at the time. So let's look back. Let's put ourselves back into the era 2016, 2015, where esports were all the craze.
Sure.
Everything had to be a fucking esport. Everything did.
Yep.
And one of the things they were talking about, and one of the things they were pushing on, is that Team Fortress 2 is a mechanically complex and very in-depth game.
Sure.
And it meets all of the qualifications for what would make a good esport.
Okay.
So the direction that Valve was taking it could have been successful if handled more carefully. What are your thoughts on that?
100% disagree, because Team Fortress 2 is not made to be a competitive esport. The only way TF2 works as an esport is when you heavily change your mode of play. That's why we had the birth of competitive formats. Vanilla Team Fortress 2 will never work as an esport, simply by nature of players being allowed to do whatever they want, however they want, with whatever desired level of engagement. That is the antithetical position to what an esport is. Now, you could argue that if Valve handled the in-house 6v6 format a bit more rigidly, where they had weapon bans and class limits to more closely mimic what the community was doing, then that definitely would have seen a lot more success, but really only for people that were interested in 6v6, which is so far removed from how the vanilla game plays that it's only going to appeal to a small minority of people, as it always had ever since the format was first made. So,
yes,
simply by nature of a game being mechanically complex and mechanically deep doesn't automatically qualify it to be an esport. It has elements of one in there, naturally coming from more fast-paced games like Quake and Quake Team Fortress and what have you, and those also had their competitive formats. But by nature of how vanilla Team Fortress 2 is set up, with large team sizes, with a weaker emphasis on rigid team play and game and team focus, where players can do whatever they want, however they want, that is completely antithetical to how an esport functions. So you can't shoehorn that into a rigid viewing spectacle that is basically required for an esport. Moreover, this goes back to like a skill ranking issue, where like, how do you even begin measuring skill in a game like Team Fortress 2, where all the classes are so different and one's experience from game to game changes so drastically based on what they want to play. And not only that, the map that they're playing on. So I completely disagree that was Valve's like intention with it. And to kind of close out that point too, like Valve knew this as well. Like Valve knew that like, okay, TF2 is not going to be an esport, but we want to like try to push it in that direction anyways. It felt way more like an experiment. Not like they were actually thinking this was going to succeed. They were just doing it for the sake of doing it for like the, you know, modernity and getting with the times. And regardless of the outcome, they just wanted to complete it and then move on. That's really what it felt like now, knowing everything that I know and looking back in hindsight.
And I really actually do agree with that. That was actually a good number of points I made. One of the things that, an argument that I consistently hear from people is because of Team Fortress 2's complexity, because of its mechanically deep gameplay rhythm across multiple different classes, like the skill expression across classes is incredibly high. Like I think, like for example, being able like rollouts from Soldier across multiple different maps, just even getting good at Sniper for as long as you can be. Like there's a variety of skill expression across the classes, but the argument I had towards them is the fact that just because like complexity is like a tool that can be used to assert your experience in a game, but it's not a game's purpose. Like a game can be mechanically deep while still prioritizing fun and like spectacle and over competitive integrity. That is the point that I was trying to. A game can have these. Just because they have these things does not mean
it's inherently a sport.
Yes, that exactly.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And while the mechanical depth does allow for it to be treated as a more sport-like viewing experience in these tailored formats, that doesn't mean that the rest of the game should be molded to copy that. And in Valve's attempts to do so, it was a shit show. Also, one more donation. Can't donate much, but your Saxy Awards at Home contest is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. Prize pool, that much bigger.
Oh, and absolutely. So I think a big segue for me is I've heard that argument, just to kind of close this out, because I don't want to take up too much time, because I know we got a lot of people here ready to ask questions.
Yep.
So I'm just a firm believer that I do think it's good that games do have thriving and active competitive scenes, especially for something like Team Fortress 2. I think it's good.
I agree. It's a pillar.
Absolutely. I think that should not be like looked down on or any type of like aggression or it's anything like towards it in that sense. But for me, it's just the argument. I've heard that topic a lot. If TF2's gone stale, that competitive could have been handled better if they handled it a certain different way. Like there's a many what ifs to that. Sure. Personally, I just think TF2, and it's going to be a little cheesy, but there's a quote on the front page of tf2.com. It is the most fun you can have online, and I still look back at that as like exactly what someone who's getting into the game should be looking for.
Yep, I agree.
Or anything else.
And the amount of work it takes to like actually achieve that is unacceptable. And the amount of frustration and inconvenience you have to get through in order to achieve that is unacceptable. And it wasn't always that way. And it wasn't always that way. That's the worst part. It wasn't always that way, and it wouldn't be so hard to make it go back to how it was. It just wouldn't be that much work for Valve.
And that's the sound. Like that was actually one of the things I can say with almost certainty. If Valve even released one weapon, one brand new weapon, I think we would see something astronomical happen to player numbers.
If Valve just rebalanced shitty weapons we have in the game already, if they just reverted the Bison, right? If they just reverted the Bison, if they just made the Thompson better, if they just did that, not even adding a new weapon, but just like fixing and tweaking the ones we have, that would that would give us like a 3-year renaissance of people just playing with these things. You would see a like massive surge of players. Like if they they did something to the Sandman, right?
Like Sandman or the Bison or reverted the base jumper or like even did like just any type of patch notes.
Yes.
Any type of patch notes to even adjust things slightly. I think even something as minimal as that would be enough to really spark all of that interest
Yep.
and bring just like really engage with Valve. And I feel like Valve can do that at any point.
They can.
Why they don't?
Why not?
Yeah, like I said, why they don't? Well,
I know why,
yeah.
but put simply, they don't want to rock the boat. TF2's got a good thing going. It's stable. It's making the money, and the last thing they want to do is turn that boat over by touching game balance.
Exactly.
Which is stupid.
If they touch game balance, well, that commits more time.
Oh, heaven forbid, work on one of their IPs? Oh, no. Oh, heaven forbid.
The most beloved IPs?
Isn't it crazy? Counter-Strike has seen more balance changes than Team Fortress 2 in the past decade. Well, since 2018. Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, a game not that well known for balance changes has seen way more balance changes than TF2.
Yeah, and that's just insane. That's just, like, well, I mean, I guess we're not the biggest casino down the block, you know, so.
That's true. The bigger casino gets more changes, we get more machines. We get more slots. That's all we get.
Slots. Hey, look, it's a new set of playing cards. Hell yeah.
Yeah. This one's pink. This one's green. Hell yeah, dude.
But, all right. I do want to talk more, but we got a lot of people here.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for having me on, Zesty. I will talk to you later, boss.
All right, take care, man. Thank you for stopping in.
Anytime. Y'all have fun.
Peace. Gonna say it, chat. Nice guy. Gonna say it, chat. Nice guy. I saw a question in chat that jumped out at me. Why does TF2 have so many weapons? One reason, and one reason only. Money. Oh, did adding all of those weapons make Valve so much money? Anyways, next guy. Crockett. Your profile picture scares me.
Oh, hello? Oh, don't worry about the profile picture. Do you want to know what it is? It's kind of funny.
Is it a taxidermied fox, or what is it?
It is a taxidermy. It's specifically, it is the taxidermied fox on second floor, Oregon, on Rainbow Six.
Oh my, holy shit, hold on 1 second. Another $300 donation. Let's show the Emporium how it's done. That is so funny. I saw so many people shit-talking this contest and giving it so much shit. We're now approaching a $2,000 prize pool. We are now approaching a $2,000 prize pool with this. Thank you so much, Zion96 Perez. Holy shit. We are now up to 1,800. And I'll make sure that it's 1,800. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyway, where's the fox from?
It's from second floor of Oregon on Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, okay.
I just I just screenshot it at a really funny angle and then made it my profile picture.
Fucking amazing. Beautiful. All right, what's up, man? What's on the mind? Questions, comments, concerns. You want to fight? We can fight if you want.
No, I'm fucking 135 pounds soaking wet. You'd probably kick my ass.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not much of a betting man, but I'd bet against myself.
Dude, listen. I'm big, right? So I gas out fast. If you're like a small guy with more stamina, you could kick my ass. It's possible.
I used to be in karate whenever I was a little kid. And they called me Crazy Toothpick. I'll leave that alone.
Crazy Toothpick is awesome. That's badass, man.
The way I got that was I managed to make it, I think, second in the sumo wrestling, even though it was like
sumo wrestling.
Yeah, it was sumo. It was like so we had to like crab crawl at each other and like push each other, and it was whoever fell down was the loser. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was how I got that.
Someone in chat says, I'd make that bet. Damn good bet. Oh, Lord.
But, no, just wanted to talk. I guess probably the most common topics that are going to be is just matchmaking and TF2. As I also want to talk about other games because I have a bone to pick with other games as well. And I don't think it's talked about as much.
Okay, well, I leave it to you. Where do you want to start?
First things first, it's crazy how fucking obsessed with you that people are like bad actors are obsessed with you. That's fucking wild. I've never understood that. I'm coming from like looking from the outside and it's like, no, this dude has objectively good points. Why are we fucking dogging on him so much whenever he just wants
It's the internet.
Good. Yeah, I think it's just the nature of the internet. I mean, you're always gonna have people that want to be jackasses, right?
Yeah, it's the internet. You know, you step one toe out of line with someone's personal sensitivities, and if they get hissy and pissy enough and then get a loud enough voice on social media, they'll make your life a living hell, and they want you to know about it too. This is how the internet is.
Yeah,
you get used to it.
It's kind of a double-edged sword of having a large audience as well, I'd imagine.
Unless you're doing the most like neutral content, and even then, you could never say anything online. You could never show your face. You can never share your voice. You could post nothing but videos of kittens, and someone will still get angry.
Yeah, someone will have a problem with
Someone
it.
will always be mad at you on the internet. It's just by nature of exposing yourself. Rewind that. Nature of putting yourself in front of so many people. Statistically, you're going to come across someone that doesn't like you, or they'll find a reason to not like you. So, just how it is.
Yeah. Well, I like you, Zesty. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Also, I'm also from Texas, so I'm a little biased.
Oh shit! Nice. Can I ask what city?
I grew up in Houston, but I'm currently living in Austin. I moved for a job.
How do you like Austin? Me too. I fucking hate Austin.
I love certain things about Austin. There's a lot of really, really good food all around Austin.
Oh, dude, the food scene is so good in Austin, man. God, I lived there for 4 years, man.
Yeah, the food scene's awesome. I've also met a lot of, like, some of the nicest people I've ever met are from Austin.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else fucking awful.
Yeah, Austin sucks. It's so bad.
It's so overcrowded. A lot of the zoning laws that are in Austin are like ass backwards and dog shit. There's some of the county laws with Williamson and Bell County are also really bad.
Oh, I know.
And it's also surrounded by dry counties, which is also interesting too.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's also just kind of Texas
by
in
the way,
general.
for chat, anyone who doesn't know what a dry county is, dry counties are places where the consumer sale of alcohol is completely like forbidden.
Yep,
like,
you cannot buy alcohol, not even beer.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of counties like that in Texas. So if you want to drink, you got to buy it outside the county.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I have a drink right now. I'm not in a dry county.
Williamson
is not a dry county.
What do you got? What are you drinking? I'm curious.
I make cocktails at home, so I've got a cherry mule. It's just a Moscow mule, but it's got like grenadine in it.
Oh, nice. My buddy's a big fan of Moscow mules, so good shit.
Yep, that's my go-to drink. But,
very nice.
But yeah, onto video games.
Yeah.
So with TF2, I kind of have a little bit of a unique look at it because I grew up playing TF2. I'm 23 years old. I started playing TF2 when I was like fucking 8, 9,
that's
something
insane.
like that.
So many people have a similar story of starting the game when they were ultra young.
Yeah, well, my dad works in IT, so he's always had computers. I helped him build my first computer whenever I was 4.
Awesome.
I've always had my own computer, and he was the one who introduced me to TF2. He was like, "Hey, this is a cool little game. It's a little cartoony looking. You like first person shooters?" Because my first game I ever played was Call of Duty. So he was like, "You like first person shooters."
That is awesome.
Here, this one looks really cool, so try this. And that was my first map that I ever played on was that old ass Mario Kart map. The DM
Mario Kart. Yes.
I think that's what it was. I think it was the first map I ever played, or at least the earliest one that I remember playing.
Yep, that's classic. For me, it's that and Cyberpunk.
I don't think I played that.
Have you not played that map? Oh, it's like another like classic community like chill out. Cyberpunk. I think it's Cyberpunk actually. That's like another like classic hangout community map.
Is this the one that's like it's a little like city road that's got a bunch of little shops in it?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I have played on that.
That's the one. It's awesome.
God, I forgot about that map.
I know, right? Like it's like there's an entire generation of players that have experienced neither Mario Kart or Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's like good classic days of TF2 as well. I unfortunately didn't play a lot of like vanilla TF2 growing up. That was because pretty much all of the servers that, not literally all of the servers that you had access to were community servers.
Yeah, so you were free to play. Yeah, so you had experienced only the era of only community servers. Yeah.
Yeah, because I originally played on my dad's account before I made my own Steam account, and that was before free to play was a thing.
Damn.
I remember awesome. When trading wasn't in Steam, TF2 had its own like trading system built into the game that you would navigate to. It wasn't in Steam, and I remember absolutely hating it whenever they made it like a full Steam thing. I thought it was the stupidest thing ever.
Yep. That was baby steps towards their big multi-billion-dollar machine.
But yeah, I played TF2 for a long time. I got out of it around the time that I was 12, 13, and my main reason for that is I saw them doing a lot of things to TF2 that they had already done to Counter-Strike, and I didn't like Counter-Strike. It wasn't my game to this, even now today. Like I try to go back every now and again and play Counter-Strike. I'm like, why the fuck do people play this? This is the most like the game Counter-Strike feels dry to play. Does that make sense? It feels
I agree.
dry.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it.
You can't aim, you can't sprint, you can't do anything besides walk around and shoot people, and then your gun doesn't shoot where you aim. And then because you have to memorize the control patterns.
Yeah, spray patterns,
so
control your shots, all that shit.
Spray patterns. Yeah, as long as you memorize the spray patterns, you can shoot people, and then that's like as like the extent of like the skill ceiling basically. Yep. There's memorize grenade throws and memorize control patterns. Like, all right, this game's dry as fuck. This isn't fun.
Yep, I feel you. Yeah, I stopped playing after like my 20th hour. I gave up.
Doing a lot of things to TF2 that they had like implementing features into TF2 that they started doing and that they like originated in CS:GO. Like weapon skins was a really big one. I think around the time that weapon skins were added was whenever I stopped playing TF2, and I've gotten back into it in recent years. I still don't. Yeah,
when'd you come back?
Skins all that. When did I come back? I came back. It was a very. I play it pretty much every weekend I'm able to now.
Nice.
I think it was a little bit before you came onto the scene. I started kind of dabbling into it because there was a Saxon Hill server that I like playing every now and again. So every once in a while, if I wanted to play VSH, or if I was in a mood to play like a real kind of a more push pull game, like if I want to play vanilla TF2 and all the nice things about that, the push pull of it, and then I'd boot it up, I'd play it for like a couple hours, and then I'd go play something else. But, yeah, but shortly after you came on the scene and started blowing up was around the time that I started getting back into TF2 because I started to realize that like all of the things you were saying, all of the points that you were making were like a lot of the main reasons why I stopped playing the game. I didn't really like, because starting the game whenever there was only community servers, I didn't really see the appeal of the matchmaker. I didn't really see the appeal of I never really interacted with quick play. And then whenever casual mode became a thing, I thought that was kind of forced.
Forced is a very accurate word. Yeah,
the forced injection of competitive matchmaking, and then again, it would just kind of made me think back to like they're just trying to Counter-Strikeify it. I'm like, this is stupid. This game isn't fucking Counter-Strike. What are they doing? Why are they even trying to do? So that was around the time. So I just kept seeing more and more like shit happen with the game. So seeing somebody actually make videos and speak out about it slowly made me start kind of accepting TF2 back into my life.
Yeah,
because I was like, oh, okay, maybe this game will start, actually getting better like it used to be, a little bit more original.
I'd say here we are. How many years has it been since I started? It's about the same.
But I think the game is better in a so much better state now than it was, say, 6-7 years ago.
Oh, sure. Just because the bots are gone, right? We can actually like play the game as best as we can with casual mode, right?
Yeah, well, it's not just the bots either. It's a lot of the criticisms that you have made towards like workshop content and what Valve has been adding. We've had a lot better skins added to the game, a lot more better content, and I see things slowly getting better and better. And then whenever there's like a dry spell where no one talks about it, it gets a little bit worse again. But
yeah.
I think a lot of the main like fucking 20 people who make content for this game who actually get their items accepted.
Yeah, it's not that many people.
It's not. I've even
really
seen the same things too, and I'm like, oh wow, no, he's right. It is like every now and again there will be like a random person who's not in the inner circle. They'll get something added, but like,
it's not
90% of it is from the same
people
for the last like 10 years.
Yep. Well, I mean, even longer than that, right? Because these guys have been getting content accepted into the game since they first started accepting community content. And every now and again, yeah, someone from outside the Cool Kids Club is going to get something accepted, but it feels random. It doesn't feel like deliberate, right? They just go back to the same people for all the reasons I've described before. There's no point, no need for me to repeat everything again. But no, yeah, definitely me. I feel like I don't think it's inappropriate for me to say that I'm tooting my own horn a little bit to say that I had a non-zero amount of impact on getting slightly better content selections, at least with Warpaints, right? But but that was also largely in part to like everyone else also bitching and moaning and complaining. You know, it wasn't just me; it was everyone outside of my own person doing that too. So thank God for that.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be workshop creators who watch this. Look, fucking this guy doesn't want you to lose money. He doesn't want you to lose your whatever income you have from TF2. He just, and not just him, but a lot of people just want.
We just want better
items
shit
that are more in theme with the game. Yeah, the things that are making are a lot of the things they're making are really, really high quality. But whenever you juxtapose them against TF2, they look like fucking shit. It looks terrible.
I agree.
It does not look like something that would belong in this game, and it's a lot of the reason why the game has lost its the identity that it used to have. It's like we don't want you to lose a paycheck, but it's like, can we get something that's more original, something that's more befitting to like the classic style of the game? That's all we want. We don't have any problems with y'all, but it's like
well, I agree with 99% of what you just said, except the criminals. Those guys don't deserve any money from Valve. Those guys can go away. Whenever it comes
to people who like dox players, why do people dox people on the internet? Like, leave people's anonymity alone. It's so lame. It's the most lamest shit imaginable.
I think what's happened is just with the advent of the internet and so many people being online more so than being outside, is you have people drive themselves insane by subsisting entirely off of their internet friend clicks, and they kind of lose that part of like being
radicalization.
Human. I mean, I wouldn't even call it radicalization. I think it's just like a genuine breeding ground for mental illness. If you just reside entirely inside of small Discord groups day in and day out, you forget how to interact with your fellow man, and then you start engaging in like some of the most reprehensible behavior on the fucking planet, right? And it sucks. And so just the longer time this goes on, we're gonna keep getting crazier and crazier people. That kind of behavior really is
does for you.
Yeah, I know, right? That behavior really is a product of the internet, in my opinion. So, but no, yeah, and I mean, I'm also in the same boat. Like, we don't want to deprive you of your dollars, and that's something we had discussed on Idle Time last time, where we're now, the point is we want better content, and it goes both ways. Like, the blame goes on Valve's side because they set the precedent, but then don't be alarmed when we point out the people gaming the system in order to earn money, right? It's like, it goes both ways.
Yeah, but there's that. I also have a problem with the matchmaking in TF2. I feel like it's pervaded other online games as well.
Oh, for sure. And I want to pull chat real quick.
Yeah, you're
I want to pull chat. Do you think that skill-based matchmaking is overdone and negatively detracts from a lot of gaming experiences in the year of our Lord 2026? Curious to see what people say, because I'm on the side of yes.
I'm on the side of yes. Oh my god, I'm trying to make a video right now, but I fucking hate making videos. I don't know how you do it. I hate fucking making videos so much. I hate video editing.
I don't know. It's kind of, I like it because it's I don't know. I have like the flavor of autism where I really enjoy the process of building something like Lego sets and model kits, and I kind of treat video editing in the same way, where it's kind of putting the pieces together. Like, you know, you have your vision, you know how it's going to look in the end. Like, you know how you look at the box art on a Lego set, like, oh, that's how it's going to look. And I like the process of going from pieces to the full thing. So
maybe it's because I work in manufacturing. Maybe that's why I just fucking
could be that. Also, quickly, two donations. We'll hop right back on that. I will proudly give my money to Zesty than a community that endorses slop. Fuck the M goy, or I can't even pronounce that. There's a goy thing in that one. Being a TF2 fan is nodding my head as my friends have never played and never will play. Spam me with every short about TF2 Classified and telling me my game was saved. Oh, God. Yeah, I've non-zero number of people have experienced the same thing for sure. Yes. Also, hi, Mr. Pello. How you doing?
Oh, is Senior Pello here?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Senior Pello.
But sorry, back on track. Yes, I'm gonna allot you a few more minutes because we have other people waiting.
Yeah, I'll make this quick.
Yep.
So, just a few key points right here. Rainbow Six Siege played the game for 10 years. Fucking hate that they removed casual mode and made it quick match, and then added its own fucking separate skill-based matchmaking mode. Yeah, that's been a thing for a while. That happened years ago.
Gee, that sounds horrible.
So there's two different there's two different MMRs in the game. You have your standard ranked MMR, but then you also have an MMR for quick match. And I don't understand that at all. I think this is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Why would you add? You basically remove. They didn't remove casual mode. They just called it quick match.
Yeah.
And then they added its own skill-based matchmaking to it. Stupidest shit I've ever heard. I don't know why they did that. Another game, Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown is my favorite game for like ever. I clocked in, but just over the time of COVID, so like from 2019 to 2021, I clocked over 1,000 hours in that game.
Damn, son.
Oh my God, I loved Hunt Showdown. I thought it was I thought that shit was the bee's knees.
Yep.
And then they added matchmaking. They added MMR to Hunt Showdown, and I can't get out of 5 and 6 star, and it's awful. By the way, 5 and 6 star is the game rates your skill from a star rating of 1 to 6.
Yeah.
It's fucking ass. It is so ass. I think they adjust it, but whenever I was in 6 star, I'd play against the same like 50 people day in and day out.
Yeah.
Half of them were in a fucking clan that was like known to be full of cheaters. You couldn't escape them unless you like purposefully deranked yourself out of 6 star. It was awful.
God,
it was
brutal.
awful. And plus everyone would be running the same gun. The nice thing about Hunt Showdown is any gun can kill like anybody in one shot, basically. Yeah. So the cheapest gun, if you use it right, could technically hold up against someone using the most expensive gun. But in these high MMR lobbies, everyone's just using the same fucking shit. They're using Mosins, Dolches, uppercuts. They're using the same like 5 guns. So whenever you play against the same 50 people using the same 5 guns, it gets pretty fucking boring.
Yep, I agree. Yep, that sounds awful.
And I don't know why they added MMR to Hunt Showdown. It's not a competitive game. It's an extraction shooter. I think in any case where MMR gets added to a game that's outside of like a ranked playlist, it completely like waters down the experience. And I know why they do it. They do it for player onboarding, but it's the most stupid ass backwards.
Yeah, that's like a big appeal. It's like, oh, you're going to be placed in people of a similar skill bracket, and then it just sucks.
And it only benefits the new players, but that's what they want because they want more people to play the game. And this is with any game. This isn't just with Hunt Showdown. This is with Rainbow Six. This is with freaking what other prevalent games have MMR match? Oh, Call of Duty did it. Fucking Call of Duty did it.
A lot of games.
Thank God the fucking brain dead COD community. I'm so sorry, COD community. Duty. They were pissed about
Dude,
it. They're like, why are we adding skill-based
fair.
matchmaking to Call of Duty?
It's fair. Their standards for what's acceptable content is below Subterranean, considering the shit they buy. Yes, yeah, it's pretty bad.
But it's so dog shit, and it's like, if you want to get good at a game and get better at a game, like if Hunt Showdown always had MMR, I wouldn't have gotten as good. I was at one point able to proudly say I had a 2.01 KDA in Hunt Showdown, which was fucking insane. It's like if you had above like a 1.5, you were like really good.
Yeah.
I had just over a 2 KDA. I would never have gotten there if they always had MMR, because I'd just constantly be playing against people of the same skill level.
Yes, that's a huge thing. That is a massive thing that's often overlooked in these matchmaking systems. Like, oh, we want everyone playing against a similar skill level. The only way you get better. Yes, the only way you get better at playing games is playing against people who are better than you.
I'm not going to learn any new angles. I'm not going to learn any new tips and tricks, because everyone I'm playing against is on the same skill level.
Yes.
There's no, oh, wow, this dude killed me from an angle I've never seen before.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
And then
He's
having
doing
to learn
some
to
weird
adapt,
tech I've
right?
never seen before. How is he doing that? And you look into it, and then you get better. But you can't do that when everyone's on the same playing field.
Yep, exactly. And then of course, just by nature of experience, you're going to get the base mechanics, and your skills are going to improve there. And there's of course, still a slight chance you'll come across someone that's going to show you something you may not have seen before, but the chances go way down when you're only being exposed to a very narrow swath and not everyone in the player base. It sucks. And TF2,
exactly.
And that's one thing I love about TF2 is I'm always discovering something new. That I was playing in a fucking community server yesterday, and there was a spot someone was using his heavy on upward. I'm like, fuck, I never thought of that. It's I'm going to use that now. That's really good. Shit like that, right? And that's a huge part of what keeps TF2 fresh for me, is I'm always picking up on things that I'm still learning. Even fucking 16 years later, I'm still learning about shit in this game.
Yeah, it's
and
wild.
matchmaking
and that's
hurts
what I
that.
love doing in TF2 is I would play in casual mode, because casual mode used to not have any sort of skill-based matchmaking. So you'd play against everyone of every skill level thrown into a lobby together.
Yep.
And I would take shit that I'd see someone do in casual mode that I've never seen before, someone who's obviously a better player than I am. Oh, that was really cool. I need to incorporate that into my gameplay, and I'd pick up on skills from other players I'm playing with, and then I'd go incorporate them into my ranked matches. And then I would get better in ranked. And I would directly go from casual mode to rank, casual, rank, because it was just I could always learn something. Yep. You can't do that. And it's not just skill-based matchmaking either. I want to use Arc Raiders as an example. Arc Raiders has an aggression-based matchmaking system. So
last point, but I'm giving you 60 seconds.
60 seconds?
Yeah,
all right.
60 seconds for this last point.
Matchmaking in Arc Raiders, even aggression-based, is dog shit, because it works out for about a week, and then the second you want to try a different type of play style, it makes it it punishes you. So I like playing PvP in Arc Raiders too, but I also like doing PvE because I like to do my trials and stuff like that. But if I'm stuck in a PvP lobby because I decide one day, hey, I kind of want to take part in the PvP a little bit, I can't do my trials anymore. I'm fucked, because everyone's just gonna rush me as soon as they hear my gun shoot.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I don't think matchmaking benefits any game in any sort. It completely dilutes the experience in any online game.
Especially ones that are team-based. 1v1 games, definitely a much stronger argument to be made for skill-based matchmaking in 1v1 games, because there's considerably fewer variables to take into account. But as soon as you get into any kind of team-based game, regardless of the type, it goes out the window.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents. I'm so sorry I took up so much.
No, this is I'm wanting to give people more time, because I'm finding if I give people more time, people like to talk, right? They want to share their story. They want to say things, and if I'm trying to keep a super ultra rigid 10 minutes, you don't get a lot of interesting nuggets out of conversation. So this is dope. It's good shit.
Yeah, but I don't understand why game developers look at a game like chess and we're like, yeah, we should incorporate fucking chess matchmaking into our first-person shooter FPS team-based game. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just as you said. It makes them money. It's really appealing to new players. Oh, I don't have to worry about playing against people that are better than me. That's basically what it is. You don't have to worry about getting your shit pushed in by people better than you. You're getting put with all the other fucking idiots. You know, and will you ever learn? Probably not, but you're probably not going to stick around either. We just need you to like spend $10 on one microtransaction and we got your money from you. Because the game's free to play.
What we wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but anyways, get this next guy in here.
Yes,
God bless Texas.
Amen to that, brother.
All right. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night.
Take care, man. Take care. How do I make people leave? There we go. I don't like these menus. Gonna say it again. Nice guy. In between calls, I will look at super chats. Let's see. Hello again. Hope I can join after work. Have fun. Thank you, sir. Prize pool is bigger. If I play casual, why in... I am not even gonna begin to attempt to pronounce that. If I play casual, why in something's name do I want skill-based matchmaking? Just place me in a lobby, end of story, like in Space Marine 2. Exactly. Zesty Jesus is honorary Mexican. Viva Cristo Rey y la Virgen de Guadalupe. Here's some money for the contest. God bless you. Amen to that, brother. I had a thought and I lost it. Not that important, but thank you. Very kind of you. Amen to the Virgin Mary. And Christ is King, indeed. Okay, next person I am going to bring on. Let's see. I want to like pull people in that have not been on before because I'm seeing familiar names here. Let's go with. Hold on. Who are you? Have you been on? I don't even fucking remember. You, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo, get in here. We'll see what happens. If they don't come in, then I'm just going to move on to the next one. You got to be ready, folks. You got to be ready. Oh, there he is. Your mic's muted. You must unmute yourself before we can hear you. Eagerly awaiting. Hello? Are you there? No, you're not muted in the Discord, so... No, he's on. He's on. There's just no microphone. I'm not sure what's going on. He's probably having some connection issues. Or their mic's just not working. Why is the first thought in your mind that he's taking a shit? That's not okay. That's not a healthy thing to think. Oh! Hello? The muted icon is gone. Can you say something? Because we still can't hear you. He's working on it. I can tell he's working on it. We'll give him a couple more minutes, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna move on to the next person. We all have thoughts, indeed, true. The header looks like Zesty Jesus. It kind of does, yeah. The J looks a little bit like a D. I do realize that. Trying to get on phone. I don't know what the deal is. I'm at the edge of my seat. We're just waiting to see what this guy's gonna say. This guy is gonna drop like the biggest fucking nuke of wisdom on us as soon as we can hear what he has to say. It's gonna be the most insane nuclear, eye-opening piece of information. Or it's gonna be a slur. I'm getting a phone call? Oh. Child abduction alert. Okay, thank you, phone, for giving me a heart attack. Or a slur. That's also possible, but I like to have a bit more faith in humanity that that's not what's going to happen.
Check, check.
Oh, there you are. Hello, we hear you now.
Hey, sweet. Sorry, fucking piece of shit fucking Discord being uncooperative as usual.
Gotta love Discord. Gotta love Discord.
Yeah, God bless Discord, fucking piece of shit app. Anyways, it's always nice to talk to a fellow Texan.
Another? Holy shit. I'm convinced everyone's Texan.
Fuck yeah, bro. God bless Texas. Texas is the best state.
Now I have to ask, like the last guy, if you're comfortable, what city are you in?
I unfortunately am in the second shittiest part of Texas, aside from the big cities. I come from the RGV, way down south.
Oh, you're that far. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, how's the fucking heat treating you? The
usual. I'm used to it.
Yeah,
Thank
me
God.
too.
But
me too.
I I feel so bad for the all the fucking all like the old white people that come down here for some godforsaken reason. They're probably melting by now.
Oh shit! They get like shocked, like oh shit, it's horrible. Why am I here?
I know exactly, and like not even winter Texans, because like
Oh, yeah.
they usually don't come around here at this time. So just whatever white people are stuck here, it's awful. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, the fucking. So for those of you that have no idea what a winter Texan is, there's a lot of people that only live in Texas during the wintertime because it's a much more agreeable temperature during the winter.
Oh,
That's why.
um,
Anyways, what's up, man?
speaking of like those ancient classic TF2 maps, would you ever run some of those in your server? Because honestly, especially for all the new heads in the game, like we have not experienced those maps. Like shit, I haven't. I started TF2 in like 2023.
Uh-huh.
I know, how sad. And I didn't play. I never got to play on a server running Mario Kart until like last week. Can you believe that? It took me 3 fucking years
fucking
to
crazy,
experience
dude.
a classic Kino. So, would you ever think about running some of those maps in your server?
I mean, yeah, the thought has definitely crossed my mind, but it's tricky to kind of navigate. Like, oh, this is like for vanilla play. And like if someone decides to like go from like a normal vanilla map to like fucking Mario Kart or something, then people are just going to leave because they're not looking for like a chill hangout experience. So I would probably have to open a third server that is like specifically for those kinds of maps, like the hangout classic maps, and even maybe not even like explicitly those, but also like CP Orange, like the 50 different versions of CP Orange. Have you played CP Orange yet?
Yes, although it's admittedly it was on one of those shitty fucking like Skyle CP Orange servers. I'm
bleh.
surprised it was still alive.
Yeah.
There was only like 10 people on it, but still I got to experience it.
Yeah, okay. So definitely a possibility in the future. I would love to do that. I just got to get it set up.
Sweet. Oh, and
No
also,
CTF Moonman chat, shut up.
I'm so happy you're playing New Vegas despite all the fucking people trying to backseat the game and
It's fun.
freaking out over like you missing certain items and shit. But
Like,
Fallout New Vegas is a great game.
To be
I'm
fair,
glad you're having fun.
I am having fun. And to be fair, I understand the frustration, like watching someone like play a game and then like they miss something that's super obvious. Like this is like, excusing my 5-year-old brain, but I get a bit overloaded when I'm playing a game I've never played before and I'm also streaming at the same time because it's just the kind of brain I have. It's a skill I still have to build. Dividing my attention between looking at chat, playing the game and not missing shit, and also continuing to engage the chat is a bit... I'm not used to it with like other things outside of like TF2, Minecraft, simpler games, or like simple chit chat, things like this. So when someone sees me like avoid something super obvious, that's why. That's on me. I'm getting a little bit better at it. So if you bitch and moan, and then I bitch and moan about you bitching and moaning, that's just me being an asshole, so I apologize.
It's all good, man. The important thing is you're having fun. The audience is entertained, which it is very entertaining.
I feel so bad I killed the spaceman. I have to go back and correct my mistake.
It's fucking hilarious, and I imagine since a good portion of the people have already played New Vegas to death in your audience, they find it very entertaining to like watch you play it.
Yeah,
and you have fresh eyes and like everything is so shiny and brand new. It's hilarious. It's
dude, I love
fun.
it.
I'm glad
I love
you're
it.
having fun. And also, kind of vaguely related, but I love how in your first New Vegas stream, all the I think there's like four or five butthurt VTuber simps, to put it politely.
Huh?
And I thought that was icing on the cake.
Wait, what?
Personally. I forget which New Vegas stream it was, but you made an offhand, like, you stated your opinion on VTubers, I think, And then there's a couple comments where they're like,
I forgot I did that. Yeah. I forgot I did. I
Oh.
forgot I said what I said about VTubers. Yeah. And
fucking funny.
like, okay, and like that was I think that was my drunk streams when I did that. Yeah. So like to go back and kind of clarify that point, I still stand by what I said, where especially now, because like the whole VTubing thing was not always this way, but what I see especially now is like the overwhelming majority of the VTubers that I see and on social media and the drama they get into, a lot of them are just glorified cam girls. Like once cam girls figured out they can retain their anonymity and then continue making money off of men, like lonely guys kind of playing like the girlfriend role and having a whole bunch of people throw money at them, like why wouldn't they tap into that? So that's what happened. And naturally, not all VTubers are like that. Not all VTubers are like the usual like, haha, pick me, I'm gonna pretend to be your girlfriend and be like uber duper flirty and shake my virtual tits and whatnot. Not all of them do that. But I think it's very safe to say that a statistical majority of them do now, simply by nature of how much money you can earn from doing that. So that's why I said what I said. And I just don't like the VTubers that do that. I really don't. And it just puts us out. Because they're just cam girls. To me, I write them off as whores, because that's what they're doing, is they're whoring themselves out and making money doing it. So that's just me.
Nice. Although I am biased. I agree with everything that you said. Not all of them are bad, but at the same time, me personally, I don't have the right type of autism to get into VTubing. I'm sorry, that's just facts. I have a different strain of autism, so I just cannot, like, if you tie me to a chair and like force me to watch one of the good VTubers, I'm gonna manually shut my brain off. I'm not doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, my type of streamer is like Vinny Vinesauce. That's what I watch. Otherwise, I don't really like. I just don't watch live streams much. Like, and even then, when I'm watching Vinny, I usually just go back and like put a VOD on in the background or like hit some highlights or something.
Dude, same. In fact, like you're like basically the first and like only streamer that like I actually try to tune in live and like I go back and watch the VODs and shit. So, you know,
that's cool.
Hats off
man.
to you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So, yeah, you do some good shit overall, and it's nice to see someone in the TF2 community.
I just talk and people watch. I still don't know how I'm here right now. It just kind of happened.
It's entertaining, and plus you do speak a lot of truth. You know, all that bullshit with the fucking Emporium and their pseudo fucking autistic cartel that they have. Okay, that's giving them too much credit, but still, I don't like the Emporium. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of what they became after they slipped into their Discord groups post Face Punch shutdown. It's not good. It's a tale as old as time. It's something that happens on the internet all the time when people recede into their insular echo chamber social spaces. It inevitably breeds very toxic behavior and gatekeeping. And especially when it comes to like the TF2 content creation scene, you have to put yourself in those spaces to like get the resources and get the connections and understand the process. And if you can't penetrate those places, then you have a significantly lower chance of getting something accepted. And then they also realize like, oh, okay, we can have a much heavier control and make sure that our content gets the priority, and we can kind of push out people that we either don't like or people that we view as competition. It's a shit show. It's a mess. I hate how it's run and how it's operated. It's awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real shame. And also, something completely underrated, unrelated. And do correct me if I'm wrong. This is from one of your VODs.
Okay.
And let me preface this by saying I don't give two shits about motherfucking Blue Archive. I don't like gacha, whatever.
Oh no! But, what's this? Okay.
But please correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember you saying you don't like what's her name, Akemi. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't like Akemi. I don't like her design at all. I really don't. It's
really
no, because they made her too shredded. They made her too shredded. There's like she's got like 0% body fat, and that's just I really don't like how she looks. Also, her forehead's massive, and I don't like big lips.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. And to tell you the truth, as another muscular female enjoyer,
Oh boy,
it
good
all
man of
it all
fellow immaculate taste. Good shit.
fuck yeah, bro. But it all depends on like how they're drawn and like
Oh yeah.
the ratio of like muscle to body fat. It's so it's such a delicate balance that they have to strike.
Yep, I
Which
agree.
is like that's the tough part when it comes to that, you know, like there can't be too much or too little. And of course everyone has their preferences.
Of course.
So your take on her, I completely understand. That's fair. I was honestly expecting for us to like start fighting or something.
Have a fucking war over Akemi not looking the right way. Shit. I agree. Someone in chat says that she needs bangs. I completely agree. If just her forehead wasn't the size of the Hoover Dam, then I think I'd like her a lot more. But I think that the forehead's probably the thing I dislike the most. It's so big.
And speaking of fighting, I'm honestly never gonna get around to making this video because I'm too fat and lazy. But
Oh,
I
come
think
on
a
now.
very funny idea for a video would be like, TF2 YouTubers I could beat in a fight.
I think
that
someone
would be
did that.
Very really.
I mean, to be fair, the idea can be performed by anyone because it's subjective to your body, right, and how you could take them on in a fight. But I recall vaguely that I think someone did make a video like that. They made like a tier list of YouTubers they could beat in a fight. I think. I'm pretty sure that exists.
Fuck. Dude, I gotta find that. Holy shit! Cause here I was thinking like, oh wow, this is so original. Like no one's ever done this. I'm gonna strike gold, and then
see, you can do it. So that's the thing. That's one of the big reasons why we are encouraging this YouTube video contest is because someone can always do it better. Someone can always iterate upon something that's already been done and put their own spin on it. So nothing's stopping you from doing it yourself and putting your own flavor into it, you know?
Oh fuck yeah! And just for the record, if I were to do it, you would be S tier in terms of difficulty of the fight.
Listen,
you're fucking gigantic. Bro.
It's just my size, okay? I don't even know if I could like handle a fight in general. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But if I had to, self-defense. But thankfully, I have firearms, so I don't have to worry about throwing a punch if I don't need to.
Oh yeah, we're texting. We can just shoot each other if like there's an altercation.
Dude, have a fucking duel. Take 10 steps and duel it out in the fucking middle of a street. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, 10 paces out, and then we both draw.
Oh man.
By the way, you have a revolver or no?
I do. I'm looking at my grandfather's 38 special right here on my nightstand next to me. So.
Oh fuck yeah, bro, dude! I also have I have two of my grandfather's revolvers. Granted, they're old and beat to shit, but one of these days I do want to restore them and take them out to the range and just shoot shit.
Yeah, I actually shot this one for the first time a couple months ago, or last month rather, and it felt really good to shoot. This was really fun to shoot. And I forget the exact year and model of this one, but it's a beautiful Smith & Wesson. I believe it was 1968. I can't show it on stream because that will instantly get the VOD like age restricted, and no one's going to be able to see it. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'll show it briefly. Hold on, we'll do like a
or
very.
You could like. I mean, I don't know if you really want to take the risk, man.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't think my channel will get striked. I better not. Just on the off chance that like someone reports it and like, oh my God, Zesty showed a gun on stream, and then someone like reports it and says he was like encouraging self-harm or something. Yeah, I better not do it because the last thing I'd want is a strike on my channel from some asshole exploiting the system.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Some fucking.
I'll post a picture in my Patreon Discord because I don't even want to post it in my public Discord because someone can report that there too. So.
I don't know, man. I honestly, now I think about it, it's best not to just like keep it in your holster.
Yeah,
you know
I better. I've learned my lesson with the psychos I have to deal with. So, Joey, I had my finger on the report button just now, was shaking and crying, thinking you were gonna show it. Fucking God, Joey, buddy, we gotta go shooting sometime. If you find your way in my neck of the woods, we gotta go to a range, man. Have a range day. It'd be fun. Drag a couple of other people I know that live nearby. It'd be a good time.
Shit, I was about to offer the same thing. If you're ever in the shithole known as the RGB, where it's fucking hot and everyone only speaks Spanish, I'm willing to buy you a beer. It's the least I can do.
Hey man, I'll take you up on the offer if I find myself down there. It's very kind of you.
Fuck yeah, bro. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. There's a lot of people waiting.
All right.
As for my closing thoughts, your videos go very hard.
Thank you.
I hate the Emporium so goddamn much, it's unreal. Much love from Kazakhstan. The RGV.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Right.
Take care, man. See ya. I'm gonna say it, chat. Nice guy. Very nice guy. A couple other super chats came in while we were in that call. He's aura farming, referring to when he was waiting to get in the call. Yes, he was. Make a modded server, please, Zesty. Jailbreak, Death Run, Zombie Escape. I do like the idea of opening a third server that is for custom maps and whatnot. That's not just focused on vanilla gameplay. So I could absolutely do that. I'll look into it because I recently switched server hosts and it's a bit more pricey to run the servers now. So if I can find a way to run a third one for a bit cheaper, I'll do it. Give me like 2 seconds. I really need to use the restroom, and then I'm gonna bring someone else on. Give me like 20 seconds. Alrighty then. And as I was, I know it's like a ultra degenerate of me, but I check messages whenever I'm pissing. Apparently someone sent me some artwork I need to look at, so let me open that up real quick. What is this? Had to express my frustration with the fucking age verification shit. Oh my god. Can I show this on stream? Becca, if you're here, I can show it on stream to, like, relay your frustration with the Brazilian government. Does anyone else suffer from the age verification bullshit? Where you have to, like, you can't access certain features on Discord? I find that insane. Because whenever, I know I've mentioned this multiple times, but, like, whenever they enforce the, like, oh, it's for the protection of minors, right? It's always about, it's about protecting kids. You know that it's not about protecting kids, and it's about imposing Orwellian levels of surveillance. So that's how it rolls. Okay, let me go to desktop. Here's I like the ID bullshit. We need to verify your identity. We got to make sure not to let any minors in. And it's so funny too. It's like, no, it's not about protecting kids. It's always about surveillance. Attaching your full name, your full identity to every action you perform online. So when you become an enemy of the state, they can track you down and remove you. So that's why it's there. Never forget that. It's never about protecting kids. Okay, let's get back to business. Oh. Why'd that get fucked up? Hold on, Discord shit itself? Hold on, let me, like, adjust the window a bit. Hello? There we go. Bring that back. Good shit. I can't get my account claimed to join this Discord, bro. What do you mean claimed? Huh? I can't get my account claimed to join this Discord. What do you mean claimed? Joey, if you want to get in, you can just, like, call me directly if you want to chat for a second. If you want to say hello, just shoot me a DM and I can bring you on in a second. So let me know in DMs. But in the in-between, I will bring on the next guest by the name of Romanus with a picture of a can of Coke. Who is also muted. Now they're not muted. Hello!
How are you feeling?
I am now feeling very hydrated because I have strawberry flavored sparkling water. In other words, I'm good. How about you, man?
I'm feeling good too.
Oop, hold on. Your mic's breaking up. Let me turn you up a little bit. Say that again. Hello?
Sorry, I'm not.
Your microphone
Can you hear
is...
me now?
Yes, there you go. Now I can hear you.
So, strange how, like, there's a lot of people who joined TF2 in 2023, me included. I joined in 2023.
Yeah. A lot of, I mean, that's the nature of a free-to-play game, right? There's always going to be a cycle of new players in.
I mean, it's probably also because of the holiday-themed update that they announced at the start of 2023.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I don't know. It's just
definitely a non-zero amount of contribution from the big summer updates coming back that got people coming back in. Moreover, I think the bots getting removed also brought a lot of players back because that's a big reason why a lot of newer players left. Like people that joined post Meet Your Match or post Jungle Inferno, they left TF2 because the bots were here. And then I know a lot of people that came back because they can play the game again.
It's just, man, I'm so angry that I missed quick play. It's just, I've played Gold Rush, I've played Team Fortress 2 Classic before it became classified. Like, my god, I had so much fun on all those mods where they had like the 45-minute map timers and all of that balance stuff.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like the only time I play TF2 nowadays is when you're streaming the game, and like it just sucks.
It hurts, man. It does. I feel the same way about it. It's really frustrating.
It's just, I also miss Gold Rush because it's dead now. It's
fun. It is. I really enjoy the mod.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about the historical significance of it or the auto reload stuff. It's just like, man, I want to wait for the day that you stream the game again. And
don't worry, I will absolutely be playing Gold Rush again in the near future because the only way that I get to play it is when I populate a server on my streams. So don't worry, there'll be more opportunities.
So, yeah.
Hold on, you're cutting out again. You there?
Hello? So,
there you are.
I mean, the one thing I don't like about Gold Rush, which is probably, you know, there for historical significance, is the fact that the Sandman can stun like people, like remove the fact that they can shoot.
Yeah, I never liked the Sandman. The old version I think sucks to play against, and the current version sucks to use because it's so underpowered and useless. So, yeah, I'm in the same boat.
It's just, I mean, I understand why they added it, you know, historical significance, but like, did you really need to add that?
Well,
because
yeah, that's a good, was it, what, that's actually a very good question. Was that needed for Team Fortress 2? The answer may surprise you. It's kind of, no.
I mean, I don't really care about this whole auto reload stuff because like in base TF2 I have that turned off most of the time because I like spamming the R key.
Actually, I want to poll the chat right now. Hold on. I want to see how do you use auto reload? I want to see how many people actually use it. Let's do a poll. Start poll. How many people use auto reload in TF2? Vote in the poll. I'm very curious. I know it's going to be mostly yes, but I think there's going to be a much larger number of people that also don't use it. So, we'll see.
80%.
I mean, I'm not surprised
insane.
by it being the majority because it's, you know, it's like one less button to keep track of. But the more that I play without auto reload, the more I'm realizing that I actually enjoy the additional level of control, especially when I'm playing with something that like reloads the entire clip at once, namely the shortstop. It's like, or also the force of nature. It's like I can actually like delay my shots a little bit to like take my better time to aim on before I start reloading, and like my reload animation gets in my face and whatnot. So, yeah.
I was expecting the poll to be higher on yes because it's like the default setting, but it's interesting. But also because you could actually feign reload on spy if your gun had like 5 out of 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone in the chat just said above shortstop reload. I agree.
Yeah, put it back. Just make it if you put the shortstop, because I'm trying to like figure out a video about the shortstop, and I did some data collection. If you put the shortstop's reload speed back to the pistol's reload speed, it will still get out damaged by the stock scattergun in the majority of situations.
Yeah.
Which is silly. So just put it back. There's no point in it being 50% slower.
One thing I also found interesting is that I'm out of ideas.
Well, what'd you find interesting? You're good. Speak your mind.
How they changed the spy's revolver reload speed, like reload animation, and the heavy's reload animation to be more offshoot with the camera. Obviously, it's for auto reload, but like,
yep.
I was looking at the SFM files and like, I like the old revolver reload. It's just, I mean, it's well janky, but
you know, isn't it
great.
crazy? So few people know that that's why Valve did that. They adjusted the reload animations because they had auto reload on, and because before the old like Spy's old reload animation would completely fill your screen. Like that was like a gameplay readability thing where like, oh, okay, I can't shoot right now. Here is this long reload animation, right? That's like a big reason why they did it, but then they made auto reload a thing, and so they had to adjust a bunch of reload animations to compensate. And it's like, of course, those aren't going to be made with the same level of care as vanilla TF2, because those were made out of like necessity rather than like intention or like thoughtful game design, right?
Yeah. And like Lazy Purple like pointed it out in his video of how it feels to play Spy, where the ambassador flashbangs the screen. So yeah, that's like a big thing. So I agree. I think I prefer the there's a lot of things I prefer from the earlier days of the game that just looked better and felt better, that all got changed because Valve kind of half-assed a lot of decisions that were made retroactively in order to keep the game going, to retain players and make more money. And so to compensate for all of that, they had to like make a lot of really half-assed and mediocre adjustments to vanilla gameplay that just don't really feel good. And most people aren't going to notice them because they weren't around to experience what they were like. How like because like a lot of people in chat didn't start playing TF2 until like or more recently. It's like 50-50, like post pre-meet your match. So a lot of people didn't experience like the game before those adjustments. But I think if they had, they'd be like, "Whoa, that is mega night and day difference." Yeah. And like this, well, another thing is that I like the bigger minigun on Heavy's old view model.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I like the shine of the old view models. Like,
yeah,
they don't do it in the modern thing because of that whole weird shine that they added it. Like, they added like those edge shine. Like, I don't know how to call it.
Yeah, I don't know the right vernacular for what they changed exactly with TF2's lighting, but the way that light interacts with your weapon models, it removes a lot of the subtle detail and it makes it look shittier. And I think also, this is something Richter mentioned the last time we played Gold Rush, is they had to recompile all of the maps for Meet Your Match, and when they did that, they fucked up the lighting on all of them. So like the lighting changed in TF2, which made the game further look like shit. And that's just something that's been in the game since 2016, which is fucking insane. So... Which is also, moreover, and this is interesting too, this is why when you look at a lot of maps that are put into the game now that come from the workshop, the one thing that does look better than a lot of older maps is the lighting. Like if you go and look at the lighting on, say, Odyssey or Phoenix, the lighting on those maps looks way better because Valve fucked up the lighting on a whole bunch of classic maps. Like old maps would look a lot better if they had not done that. Like, and genuinely, go look at old, just Payload Gold Rush footage from 2009 or 2010 and then compare that to how Gold Rush looks today. It does look different. It's very noticeable.
Yeah, I've also noticed that TF2 itself had like a noticeable design change from back when it was in 2007 to like today. And it's not just the weapons. It's just odd. There's also I don't know. I still find some older maps beautiful, like well, for instance, I love the sunset.
Fuck. Well, any of the original 6 maps are just some of the most beautiful maps in the game, if not the most beautiful maps in the game. Because like that was like the core defining set of environments that made TF2's art style and made a TF2 setting, and then everything else that came after that was, you know, the handful of maps that came from Valve. But like as soon as 2008, the majority of the maps Valve started adding came from the community. So like they all kind of became, I don't want to say cheap imitations, but they just started becoming, you know, more and more further removed imitations of what the original artists had crafted. And that's why like the older maps look really good. And because that style has been iterated upon so many times, here we are in present day getting maps like Odyssey and Phoenix that look nothing like the TF2's original settings. Because they have the different props and the different settings and the lighting and the colors they use, it's all very different. So I'm in complete agreement. Hydro, even though, you know, say what you want about how it plays, but it's fucking beautiful. It is.
I mean, if you look at Turbine, like if you look outside the windows, there's barely anything other than like the roof and like some roof props, and that's it. When you take a look at Turbine, it feels like a community map, which it is, like
yes,
a community server map.
Yep. Yeah, and then and pause and take a moment, and then look, like take any screenshot from Hydro, and look at the level of subtle detail compared to Turbine or any other map added after the original 6. It's night and day different.
Yeah. Hydro is beautiful as well, like the water inside. I think there's like a cut section like down that canal where there's like supposed to be like a spawn area or something.
I think you're right. I don't know for certain. But yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you put a lot of deliberate intentionality into game design, is you make something beautiful. So, yes, yeah, they're gonna like, look great.
Wait, I thought you were talking about Powerhouse there for a second, but like Hydro is beautiful as well as Powerhouse.
Oh yeah, Powerhouse too, because I mean, Powerhouse was a Valve-made map too, right? And that was. Yeah. Oh god, that was was that the cut section from Hydro that they used, right? Sure. Someone in chat might know, but I know that it wasn't made from scratch. I think it was made from existing assets from somewhere, and then they just finished it and then put that out. I might be completely wrong on this. I might be completely misremembering. I think that's what it was, but you can still look at Powerhouse and go, oh, it has that OG Valve flavor, right?
Yeah. And when you, I have this interest about, when you look at Hoodoo, for example, in like the second stage or first stage, when you're like a town area where it just squiggles from like around the town,
yeah,
and like there's like houses.
Yeah, the shanty mining town infrastructure kind of look to it, yeah.
It just screams that people were living there until the war came and TF2.
Yeah, it had that level of human imperfection that makes TF2's environment so pleasant to look at. Not overly polished, not overly clean. It's somewhere that you feel like it's natural to be here, and not like, oh, this is an environment that's made to game in, you know? Like something that's like an ultra polished cube, like fucking Valorant or something, right? Like the overly polished and kind of sleek environments. Like Overwatch kind of suffers from that too, where everything's a little bit too clean. And so when you get in there and play it, it's like, oh, I'm playing a game right now. But when you hop in TF2 and play on one of the older maps, it's like, oh shit, like I'm in a different world. Like you get more immersed in environments like that, which is, I think, a big selling point for why a lot of people, like, they like TF2, but they can't like fully explain. Well, like Casual TF2 made his video about this, about like how beautiful TF2 is and whatnot, and why it's so appealing. Everyone, I highly recommend you go watch that for like his amazing soothsaying about these topics. But yeah, those are big reasons why people get hooked in the game, for sure.
There's also Gravel Pit, which is like one of the more unique maps in terms of like a game mode, because there's like a point A, point B, and then you capture point C.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of attack defend maps that do that. It's linear.
Yeah, pretty much every other attack defend map that they've added does not follow the Gravel Pit structure, and for good reason. It does split players too thin. When you divide the attacking team into two different areas, it makes it a lot easier for red to defend, or vice versa. Like whichever team splits themselves too much is the one that automatically loses, and that's why a lot of attack defend maps started becoming linear. So from a gameplay, like, I'm not saying Gravel Pit isn't fun, but from a game design standpoint, it makes complete sense why they all became linear.
Yeah, that makes sense, especially for like smaller like team sizes in like low populated areas where.
Yeah, that too, especially. Yeah.
There's also Dust Bowl, which is like hell on earth. I was recently playing like a casual match, God forbid.
It's the right kind of hell on earth, isn't it?
Match I got into, I was fucking stomped at the gate on like the second stage.
Yeah.
And I have that recorded because I was trying to record video footage for video making.
Yeah,
about casual.
Oh, nice. Hey man, if you make it in time for the video deadline on July 19th, you can be a part of the contest if you want.
Yeah. And like the next match I queued for, because requeuing, it literally just shut in my face.
Yeah.
I think it was the next match that I requeued into.
Yep.
Like, insane.
Yep, that's the casual mode experience, and it's fucking bullshit. Wouldn't it be great if the game didn't do that?
Yeah.
I think that's a very common sense thing to ask for. Is like, hey, can you make the game not do that? Fucking Richter, zesty, favorite type of big ass bird, huh? Like, I apologize upon the interruption. That just grabbed my attention. What do you mean, big ass bird? I like owls. I know there's some breeds of owls that are really pretty, and owls are my favorite bird. So I choose like a big barn owl or something. That's my preference. Anyway, sorry.
Oh yeah, about that. I was recently on a trip to Crete, and I saw a flock of geese.
Yeah.
And like, how can nature like evolve animals into this massive chunk of meat?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Richter, I'm not asking people about auto reload. It was brought up by this gentleman here because we were discussing Gold Rush, and how like the auto reload thing is not even that big of a deal. It's just part of the experience. That's why we were talking about it.
Yeah. Another thing about the arguments brought up by the other side is just that there are a lot of nothings, like oh, you can pick your own maps in casual. Like, yeah, that's nice, but like,
you can pick them, but can you play on them is the real question. You can certainly pick your maps in casual mode, but that doesn't mean you're going to get to play on them.
Yeah.
Which is some bullshit.
A lot of it is just lies, though. Like, complaining never works. It has never worked, aside from like the few times that it did work. Like, unmuting free-to-plays that taunt kill.
Yeah, hold on.
Like,
My dogs are losing their shit. I'm sorry.
take your time.
No, they're fine. They're just gonna bark because someone walked by the house. And my little hold on, let me, actually, I don't mean to cut you off, but you've been here for 20 minutes. Closing thoughts, so I can move on to the next person. I apologize.
I find TF2 fun if it's like without casual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Well, nice talking to you.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Great, lovely topics of conversations. Very kind. And someone's knocking at my door, so I have to go. I'll be right back. Hold on. Someone's knocking. What the fuck's going on? Sorry, I had a package. A package arrived, and also I brought my dog. I brought 2 dogs, because the other one followed me. Also, Joey's here. Oh, Joey, I'll bring you on in just a second. Fat dog. Pinto, chill out. It's okay. It was just a delivery guy. You don't need to freak out so much. What are you barking for? What are you barking for, Durango? Fat little shit. What? What? Do you want to go outside? Do you need to go outside? Oh, I'll let my dog out 1 second. And then Joey, I'll bring you on. Come on, you want to go outside? Come on. Come on. What? You can come this way. Dog. Come on. Come on. Can I help you? Are you done? Anyway. Where were we? I gotta get Joey in here. Hold on. Wait, does that mean I end the soapbox? Well, let me try. I'm gonna call you. Oh no, it stays there. Hello! How you doing, Joey?
Cestus. Yo.
What's poppin', man?
I'm delaying my shower to be on your stream right now.
All right.
Taking it up.
Well, hopefully we won't take up too much of your time. What's on the brain?
I'm just kidding. I don't shower anyway. I just wanted to make you feel special.
Well, you did. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
I'm gonna mute myself on your stream. I'm hearing my echo, and it's pissing me off. I don't know, man. I didn't know really what the vibe of the stream is, because I feel like you and me, man, we're due for a whole podcast at some point. But what's like something you guys are arguing about or discussing today?
Well, I mean, it's we've touched on the impending MVM update, the usual complaints about the matchmaking system sucking shit and people wanting it to not behave the way it does. We have the video contest coming on that got put on the blog yesterday, you know, fundraising for that and all that stuff. So it's been cycling between those topics mostly. A little bit of OG TF2 design as well from the previous caller. I don't know if you tuned into that one, but that's kind of the vibe so far. Pretty chill, pretty relaxed. Whenever I do these things, I kind of let people bring forward whatever they want to talk about, so we keep it chill.
All right, well, first off, I'm going to let you know that you all played into my hand, because everyone's been saying that they want me to come back and make a video, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting patiently, because I knew someone would finally beg with monetary value for good videos again. And now that I know there's money on the table, I'm going to release my next loadouts video.
I have bad news for you, Joey. We have a limit. You have to be under 20k subs.
Oh, this is bullshit. Right.
I'm so sorry, man. You can't qualify.
Next question. Okay, so we're talking about the matchmaking system. You know, I've never had this passion that you do or that your audience has yet for the hatred of how matchmaking works now. I actually hated the old quick play system. That's where you and me vary.
Okay, why'd you hate it?
I hated the old quick play system because, and it's maybe because I'm old school. I started TF2 like, 14 years ago, right? But back then, the big games were like Halo and COD, and it's like specifically those. And even casual lobbies felt like they all had purpose, right? Like it's all like my team versus your team, we're trying to win, right?
Okay.
TF2 was an anomaly in that it was very much like, we're just trying to fuck around, bro. We're just trying to play some 2-Fort, bro. We're trying to play some heavy with some gloves and punch some scouts, whatever. And it's, you could jump in a game at any point, any map you wanted, you could single it out, and you could switch whenever you wanted. And like everything about that I hated. It sat wrong with me.
Really?
Yeah, like so
I think
for instance,
you reside in a minority, I think. I find this interesting.
Oh, I do. I did back then too. So like, okay, one problem that I find with like, let's just hop into any map we want whenever we want, right?
Yeah.
Is that then it's like, yeah, but like, are we leaving ourselves open at all to experience anything new, to play new maps? Like even now, like I've been playing for, over a decade, right? And I have a lot of maps turned off. I admit that. But I leave a lot of them on so that at some point, I'll get shuffled into something new and I've got to try it. I've got to see like, hey, that Aquarius map with the fucking goofy goldfish at the end that swallows me whole. Like, is that actually a fun map though? Is it viable? Can I play it? And that's how you figure out like, oh no, I hate these new maps, right? Or I love these new maps. Some of the new maps that have come out are my absolute peak favorite now versus some of them I won't touch. I'm like, I hate this. Not because of the aesthetic.
Sure.
But because it plays awful for yours truly. And so
then what's the difference between that level of agency and the same agency we had with Quick Play being able to choose your maps?
Like with this one, it's more of a scramble, right? And at the very end, it just throws in, hey, you want to vote for these 3 maps? Cool. And granted, I get it, a lot of people just leave. They don't stick around. But sometimes you just stick around. You just be like, fuck it, that was fun. I want to stay with this lobby. I want to stay with these people. This was fun.
Well, people did that with Quick Play too.
Did they?
Yeah, people very often stayed in lobbies when a map ended. And I know that the map voting system with Quick Play was inferior in that you could only vote for one map at a time. That was one of its shortcomings. But in terms of players staying, people would stick around. So that was my experience with it, and I think a lot of other people's experiences as well. And but I don't see how the difference in the choice of agency between quick play and casual mode in terms of being able to select the map you want to play on is any different. Moreover, when it came down to just like interacting with the vanilla quick play system and selecting just one game mode and not being able to pick your maps, you were put into one at random. If you weren't going through the server browser, right, and picking your map that way, it was entirely up to what Quick Play would put you in, and that would inadvertently expose a lot of people to maps they would otherwise not play on.
Yeah, QuickTime, which is beautiful. No, I mean, there's just something about that I enjoy, though, where it's more like they're giving you a variety of options to be put in rather than just you selecting Dust Bowl for like the 50th time. Are you picking this one map over and over and over? I like that there's some way that the game kind of pushes you into maps that maybe you wouldn't otherwise play.
Sure, and the thing is, Quick Play did do that. Like, I mean, I think you're conflating the server browser with the actual rigid Quick Play system, and I think having either of those options is a good thing, right? Where either you can find the specific server and you can pick that map if you want to, or you can rely on the system to put you into a pool of maps to give you variety. Like, Quick Play did both of those things, and in the latter use of Quick Play there, I'm referring to the combination of server browser with the actual game coordinator that we had back then, so.
I mean, it's been so long, the only thing I remember about it was like, and I mean, this is when I've just started, so maybe this was 14 years ago, but I remember it'd be like, literally like, a picture of a map, and it'd be like, you want to go to this map? It's got this many people. You want to join it? And you'd be like, okay.
Oh yeah, so like you were using the show servers option. Yeah, you were using the show servers option with Quick Play. That was basically the simplified server browser that we have right now, where it would show you the picture of the map with the player count and what have you. But that was not the default. You could just hit play now, and then it would throw you into a random server with a random map in that game mode. Was it limited in that you couldn't choose more than one game mode at the same time? Yes. Would quick play have improved by letting you choose multiple game modes at the same time and also having, let's say, a more tailored way to curate your experience, either by map selections or increasing the amount of advanced options in the advanced options menu alongside the show servers option? Absolutely. But everything you're saying that casual mode has, quick play and the server browser also had and kind of did better, in my opinion.
Interesting. All right, you've won me over on that one. But there's more. So
Okay.
my other problems with quick play were not even just how you got into the map. My other issues with quick play was I hated, and I mean hated, that you could restart the map at any point in time and that you could switch teams whenever you wanted. Those two features really ruined quick play for me when I would play it back then.
So maps would not restart upon initiating a team scramble. That's a myth. You could extend the map timer by voting for the same map again, and then the server would not change maps. And then when it came down to team switching, you couldn't change whenever you wanted. You could only swap over if one team had fewer players than the one you were currently on. So it's not like you could just suddenly move 4 people over to the other team.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're getting into the nitty-gritty details that I forget, but I mean, it's basically, it's like if you had one person less, you could switch. So often that would happen because it's typical even now. You get a team that starts losing, people start rage quitting, and then it starts just auto balancing you. Versus back then, it would be like you'd have that one guy that's like mid scoring on your team, and he's talking about, how the top players are like, he's just talking about how the whole team's terrible. And then he swaps as soon as he gets the chance because he just wants to be on the winning team. And it's like, that takes all the point out of the teamwork to me. It's like if I'm on a football team and my football team is losing, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to the Falcons right now, mid-game, and we win, and I get the trophy.
Sure, but wouldn't that be a better outcome than people just bleeding out of the server and then waiting for the matchmaking system to put more people in?
I'll be real with you, I'd rather them bleed. I would rather them be natural selection out of my server, and they have to learn and they have to get better versus them just like having this like participation trophy method to winning their games.
So let me dissect the actual mechanics of what you just said there. So I get like the emotional aspect of that, right? But when it comes to how this actually ends up and impacts gameplay, let's say you have one empty slot on the opposite team, one guy swaps over, but the number of players in the server stays the same. What happens in casual mode so often now is that as soon as one team starts losing, a whole bunch of people start leaving. And then auto balance is delayed. The losing team where people are leaving has a disproportionate number of players. Eventually, new people get put in, but because of how the matchmaking system reserves slots, it's like several minutes before the enemy team is full again. And so wouldn't it be better to maintain the volume of people in the server instead of having this constant like dripping of players out of the server constantly just because they're losing? Like, because with quick play and the server settings they used, that rarely happened. Like, people would stay because if there was a stomp, then, oh, okay, we can vote for a scramble, or there was an auto scramble, so, like, the next round was going to be better, instead of, like, fuck it, we're just going to leave and requeue for a new game.
I know it's a very nice sentiment that you have, and I get it that it's for the retention purposes, but if you're asking me specifically what I would rather, no, I'd rather them bleed out. I'd rather them not stay. If you can't handle losing, I'm always just like, just go. To me, the reason I would leave more is if I get into a server and everybody's swapping, and then on top of that, it's like, yeah, like we got to... So, for instance, you're talking about like how the maps weren't like fully restarted. They weren't. I remember that. It would be like...
Yeah, if you voted for the same map, it would just... the server would not reset, yeah.
What it would do that would infuriate me is I would be on last round Dust Bowl, which God knows y'all know how long that takes. It's like 40 minutes to get from round 1 to round 5 of 6, right? And then round 6 is going to be 20 minutes. And you're about to win. You've got some whiners on one team or the other that goes, this has been unfair, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. They would restart the vote. And all of a sudden, I'm on the opposite team with 115 points, and it's round 1 again. And I would leave. I was like, there's no way I'm sticking around for this.
Well, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Team Scrambles did not reset the stage on multi-stage maps. I don't think they did. I'd have to go back and do my research on that one. But also, the Scramble cooldown was 20 minutes. So they couldn't be spammed that often.
Which is doesn't matter when you're on an attack, defend, or payload map, because a lot of the times those are going to go longer than 20 minutes.
While true, it still wasn't that bad. And then the simple solution to that one is just adjusting cooldowns for vote scrambles or some other way so it won't be spammed in. Or just make it so it doesn't reset the map. Just make the scramble instant, right? Instead of resetting the map. That's like a very simple fix instead of omitting the system altogether.
I will at least meet you there. I mean, that would be at least less infuriating. But then you bring up that I would still hate that people have the option to switch. I would personally hate that, and I know some players would too. Because to me, there's this loyalty, man. So you picked your fucking team, man. I mean, you're on blue or you're on red, right? And if you stuck to it from the very beginning, stick to it to the end, bro. Stay on your fucking ship. Don't jump on my ship and try to die with me. No.
What if I want to play against my friends, though?
If you want to play against your friends?
You can't do that in casual mode.
Yeah, that's true. In community servers, obviously, that's the only way you really can do that.
Yeah.
Versus now, it's the auto balance system, which I hate auto balance. I
think everyone does, but just by nature of how TF2 was designed, it's kind of a necessary evil because you have large team sizes, and everyone hates it. Everyone's hated it since day one, but it's just a necessary part of TF2 that you just can't really avoid.
Yeah, and it would be less of a. It would feel like less of a necessary evil if it didn't do it to you at just the most unfortunate times. Like
so, and hey, and let me like slide this one onto you. So, wouldn't it be better for servers to stay populated for longer periods of time and not have people constantly bleeding out and constantly triggering the auto balance system to get people to move over to the other team?
Say it one more time because I missed just the first part of that.
Yeah, I said, wouldn't it be better if servers stayed populated for longer periods of time instead of having players bleeding off the losing team constantly? And so it wouldn't trigger auto balance as often?
I would rather just them do auto balance differently.
And so have auto balance more often?
No. Less.
Well, that's so in there's the problem of like, oh, okay, if we make auto balance take longer, well, then you're at the mercy of the matchmaking system trying to find replacements for all the players that just left, and so you're going to be stuck with like a 12v7 until everyone loads in, which sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I would either rather them at least have like a way to time when they switch you from teams. This is what I was going to get into. It's like when I say unfortunate times, I mean, they'll swap you in the middle of a kill streak. They'll swap you literally 10 seconds before you're capping the final point. So now it's like Zesty Jesus, who's carried his team, is now losing the game in the last 10 seconds.
And again, I don't think anyone likes auto balance, but I think the major problem is that it is just a necessary evil. And there are certainly, like, they could definitely add a few more restrictions. Like, if you're an engineer with buildings up, you won't get selected. Or if you're a medic with full Uber charge, you're not going to get selected, right? They could absolutely put a few more limitations on it so it's less frustrating in those specific instances. But outside of that, I mean, again, it really is just a necessary evil for a game like this.
Yeah.
Which is why I preferred quick play, where people would stay in a server for longer periods of time and auto balance was needed far less often.
No, I mean, to me, there's I like what somebody just said in the chat. I kind of agree. He said there's something more interesting to staying on the losing team, and that was like the mentality that I took to when I started playing this game.
That too. And that's something I actually miss, is being able to change to the losing team so I can help them out. Because with the power to switch teams, actually, like a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people in chat right now who were playing back then did this, where you would change to the losing team because you wanted to help them. It's like, fuck, we're stomping the enemy team. This isn't fun. I'm going to go play medic and carry them. I did that all the time. And you fuck it, I'll go play heavy and stomp for them and help them win.
Mine was usually more I would stomp the team and then I would switch to the other team and stomp my team back. That was
okay.
But no, like yeah, I mean, there's something in between there that I think I could agree with you on.
Yeah, and I think the end thing to that is, like, I think just giving players more agency and to let them have those freedoms before them to, like, okay, if I want to help out the losing team, I can. If I want to play with or against my friends, I can. I think having that additional agency gives an overall better experience than what casual mode does by removing.
As you're joining into the lobby, I would like that. I would like if there was an option where, like, let's say we get into like a 6-person lobby. It's you, me, YouTuber, whatever. And we go, hey, we want to do these 3 versus these 3. Find us a lobby like that. And then it puts you in separately from the jump. I think that would be cool. But that's an idea they've never tried before.
Yeah, that could kind of work. But then what's the difference between just joining the server and choosing your team right at the gate and not having to deal with matchmaking system bullshit, you know? Because you'd all get put in the server at the same time, right? And then you'd be presented with the team selection screen, and then you could just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, red, blue, and split yourselves up as you wanted to, you know? Yeah. Like, you could do that.
You could do that from the very beginning, and then never again. Like, if you could choose it at the very, like, first 60 seconds when they're doing the timer and everyone's staring at each other, you know, jerking it through the gate. If you could choose then, like, okay, I want to be on the red team versus the blue team, right? And only until those slots completely fill in. And then it's like, okay.
And you know,
team is picked.
And you know, to be fair, that is how most quick play lobbies worked, is because when the map would reset and everyone came into the next map, everyone would choose their teams before they started playing, and then people just stayed. You know, of course, you'd have people occasionally switching teams when the opportunity presented itself, when then, you know, someone would leave, or and people would change teams if like a scramble was initiated. But generally, most of the time, once you picked the team, you stayed there. But I think just having the additional freedom of like, okay, I want to change teams now or what have you, I think that should remain open. But again, just limiting it to one person at a time is just, I didn't see any problems with it, and I think people prefer that.
Mayhaps. Yeah, I don't know.
I like this conversation because very rarely do I come across someone that has these kinds of viewpoints about casual mode.
Oh, I do. I'm just one of those like I'm just one of those head-hearted like loyalist about like when you pick your team, and I'm just very like, if you can't handle it, don't swap teams, don't restart the map. I'm like, just either leave or stick around. And like, I get it, it's not good for the retention, at least for that server, but I'm always just like, if you can't handle it, get out. Like, we'll weed them out. Like, I was totally fine going into a server, and if we wipe you to the point where everyone rage quits, it's like, okay, that was fun enough for me. Click, next map. And for them, they're like, well, I'm getting rolled. Bane just joined the server. He fucked up my entire team within the first 10 seconds, capped all 3 points. I'm going to leave. And it's like, okay. But for someone like me, I would stick on that team because I would be like, I don't care if it's like 5 of us versus 12. Let me try to hone in. Let me try to lock in and see like what I can learn from this, how I can get better from this, like stuff like that.
Sure.
It always helps me get better.
Sure, I get that. But at the same time, would that not be a more fun and fair experience for team sizes to be as close as possible the entire time and not have to deal with like the 12v5 that doesn't get resolved for like 2 minutes? Because that sucks. Because 2 minutes is a long time in a TF2 match, you know?
Even in other games, though, to be honest with you, I'm almost rather just that. But that's me. I get that I get that not everyone will agree with that, but yeah, I would rather just like suffer the consequences than have that brought back. Because I remember how much I hated that, and I remember even to this day how much I hate it when it's like we're taking the top players from red as they're winning, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it's like now we've got like this babied version of what we just jumped into. I wanted the war against like Butt Toucher 75. You know, like me and him had a rivalry going. He was dominating me. He had a pocket medic, and I almost had him by 1 health, but he got this lucky bullshit kill on me, and now I'm going to come back and get him. But, you know, Auto Balance decided he needs to be on my team because 3 people rage quit. I don't enjoy that. I want to kill Butt Toucher 75.
Thing is, that happens way more often in casual mode than it did with quick play, just by nature of how often people leave stomps.
I mean, yeah, they did. I mean, it happens in both, to be honest with you.
It does, sure, but it happens way more in casual mode because there's no resolution to unbalanced teams other than finding a new server. Whereas with quick play, players have the additional layer of investment of like, oh, teams are going to get scrambled. I have a reason to stay. Like, I know this is going to get better, instead of just being thrown into a one-sided stomp and then having the ease of like, fuck it, click 2 buttons, re-queue, get into a new server.
Right. Well, I mean, again, that's where I'll just totally say I carry the unpopular opinion of I would not want that. I don't want them to have the option to join back. If I did, I would leave that to community servers. But if you're locked in a regular casual map, either stay with your ship or jump off. That's how I feel. Don't jump on my ship.
No, I mean fair. That's like if that's how you enjoy playing and prefer playing, but I have to push back and say that's just not how TF2 was designed, man. That's how the game operated for almost a decade before they put the matchmaking system in.
Oh, I know. I mean, there was people that, especially when they brought in the meet your match and all those changes, there were people that complained so heavily about how it was different now and how, like, you know, they used to just enjoy dicking around in the lobbies, and it's just different type of players. I've never been the type of person that can truly enjoy going into like a high tower server, a 2-fort server, and just fucking around. Like unless I'm trying to make like content, something very specific, something like a Soundsmith challenge, whatever video. It's always been more like I want to play a game for set purpose, win, lose. That's it. You know?
Sure.
And I get it. That's not what the old fan base was. The old fan base was kind of split into different camps. You have the people that tried the absolute hardest, which are the Bannies, the Ferroyos, you know, even Dane to some level. You have the casual people that just wanted to play casual like me, but still play with purpose. And then you had the utmost casual, which was like, I just want to have fun, man. Doing whatever. If I'm hitting Market Gardens, if I'm hitting you with an arrow from across the map, trying to do 180s off the cliff while I do it.
Yeah, so then wouldn't it be better to have more spaces to accommodate all these different types of players instead of funneling everyone into the exact same experience?
I'm going to say no.
So you would prefer to funnel all of those players into the exact same server?
Here's where I'll meet you at kind of a halfway point. I wouldn't want to serve the most casuals, but I wouldn't want to serve the most elite tryhards either. I think trickle down economics, as you want to call it, trickle down whatever weapon balance in TF2 ruined a lot of things in TF2.
I mean, I agree, absolutely.
Yeah, there's so many things that, like, I would have, vaccinator being one. I hate that thing so much.
My point to that is, like, wouldn't it be better for there to be better server variety that would appeal to those like, oh, I want to like sweat super hard. I know these are community servers that I can do that in. Wouldn't it be better like, oh, I want to be super chill and just be friendly. Oh, there are community servers that would let me do that. Or if I just want to play chill, casual game where like the objective is kind of second, but we still focus on that. Wouldn't it be better if those community servers existed? And that's kind of what the default environment of the Valve server was in the quick play era. And like those ecosystems and those environments all existed where everyone could find their place. But then when Meet Your Match came around and it completely eviscerated community servers, there was no place left to go. And so everyone got funneled into casual mode. And so the tryhards are placed with the friendlies, are placed with the more casual players, and that's why it's usually not very fun and why you get steamrolls all the time.
I think we terribly did try to serve all three. When we had regular casual, when we had community servers for all the goofy people, and then we had competitive mode, except everyone knows how terrible our competitive mode is. It looks like it's untouched. It looks like it should be down there with QuickTime. It's like... No,
yeah, the competitive mode was a complete disaster, and the reasons from Valve being very deliberate as to why they made it behave the way they did, and by nature of removing quick play, which also let players include community servers into their search, and removing Valve servers from the server browser. Those were like the two nails in the coffin that completely wiped out community servers. And then all that players had left was casual, and so they just kept going there.
I wish that we had tried a more Highlander approach in competitive versus what it became, because it's like they catered very much to the Sixes gameplay.
Yeah.
And so even when you went in there, it was just like you're fighting like, and no caps, by the way, not like how Dane did it with his Uncle Topia servers. It was very much just like pick whatever you want out of 6 classes, and it ended up being like 3 scouts, a soldier, a medic, and like a demo. And they're just blowing you the fuck out. And there's like nothing you could really do against certain like
certain compositions, yeah.
Yeah, unless you were the optimal sweat, there's nothing you could do. It was just like you're just getting wiped by the sweatiest sweats. Yep. Versus, at least had you done Highlander, granted it would have taken more people in the lobby, sure, but you would have given every class a chance. And it feels more like TF. This is another whole rant I could go on, but like competitive TF2 and why I don't understand why the TF2 economy trickles down from this, the weapon ban list and everything else, the balance structure trickles down from competitive, is because it feels like two entirely different games.
Thank you.
You hop into a sixes game versus you hop into a casual lobby, it is an entirely different game.
Yes, it is.
Entirely.
Yes.
And it's like, I can't use the Natasha. I can't use the Holiday Punch because somebody got upset that it did this thing to them. I can't use it's just like the most bullshit rules that then becomes the standard for everything else. But
yeah, and I agree that it was a mistake for Valve to cater towards that. I completely agree.
And some of it's not even game breaking. It's just
game breaking for competitive formats, right? Because their formats behave differently at a fundamental level by nature of having, you know, class restrictions, a very limited map pool, different team sizes heavily affects how weapons are balanced, right? And so by nature, a lot of things that work fine in vanilla Team Fortress 2 are not going to work in competitive formats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I mean, I agree. Like, Valve absolutely could have handled... don't worry, I'll hop back in the soapbox. Don't worry, guys. I'll take more calls after this. But I completely agree that the way Valve handled the competitive mode was a fuck-up, in that they did not impose more rigid rules to where they could avoid, like, the ideal meta compositions like you just described, where if they had class limits, right, they followed more closely towards the community format of, like, 6v6 class limits, or if they did something like Highlander, where every class had their role and had their space, but then they would run into several problems that I outlined in that 4-hour video that would otherwise prevent people from not only getting into a game, but also not being able to bridge the gap, so to speak, between the casual, quote-unquote, and the competitive experience. Because, as you just pointed out, competitive formats and vanilla formats are two different games. And the way they wanted to, and what they wanted to do is keep them as similar as possible. So keep all the weapons, let players play whatever class they want, except it's different team sizes with no random crits and no random bullet spread. So that's why we got what we got.
I have one more topic to debate, and I will let it free to everybody else.
All right, shoot.
My one topic of debate is this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you not accept the greatness that is Aquarius?
I think the map's terrible. It plays like shit and it looks like shit. I'm sorry.
I disagree with both those sentiments on a fundamental level.
It
plays amazing.
I hate it.
It is fun. It's the only map that we can be underwater and breathe for some reason for an infinite amount of time. And it allows for a different type of gameplay. For spies, it is some of the most fun you will have underwater. For pyro sharks, you finally get to like go crazy with it, man. With heavy, I mean, it's just it's fucking bonkers.
I agree that having maps that utilize water more often would be fun. The problem is that any class that uses projectiles gets fucked because the projectile speed is basically 0 underwater. Demoman can't do anything. Soldier is fucked.
I just want to clarify for everybody in the chat that is I've seen this over and over. Is he baiting? He's got to be. I am not. I am 1,000%. There are things that me and Zesty fundamentally have different opinions on. For instance, his wrong opinion that Egypt is not the best map in Team Fortress 2.
Hang on. I don't think it's the best map, okay? I will say it's not the best, but I still have fun on Egypt, all right? I don't hate it. Don't get it twisted, sir. Come on now.
But let me think. Okay, so Aquarius, you have when I see somebody say, is it fun for every class? I would say yes. I would say you have to get to a certain point for it to be fun of Sniper, but yeah, everybody kind of agrees, fuck Sniper.
Yeah.
But for everybody else, like the Heavy, it's super fun. I promise you that. It's super fun for Heavy. It's super fun for Spy, super fun for Pyros. Most every class you can think of, when you finally do get on land, oh my god, you can go nuts as a soldier, as a demo, because you can see things that no one else can by jumping around the map. I think the ending is something that was cool and kind of necessary. Not necessary, but
the last point is AIDS. Oh, I hate the last point. It's so hard to push into if the red team has the slightest amount of coordination. It is so bad. And that last sideline pushing in before it like hooks around and turns, if there's one sniper there, oh, it's so bad. Oh, like visuals aside, the layout of the map has so many terrible flaws that are just not fun to deal with at all. you know, you can absolutely have like an underwater aesthetic somehow that is, you know, more stylistically appropriate, what have you, but that's kind of neither here nor there. But just from a gameplay standpoint, it is such a fucking slog. And the entire underwater section is frustrating because, you know, several classes you just can't play in that moment when you're underwater. And they're like, the surface options become limited. I just don't think having a huge section of the track go underwater is a smart idea. Little sections of it, like they do on like Banana Bay. You know, Banana Bay has a couple of those parts where the card goes underwater, but like very briefly. I think that's okay, right? Because it's very easy to kind of pop out the other side, poke your head out of the water, and deal with aggressors that way. But having like half the map be not half, but like a big chunk of it being entirely underwater, oh, it's so bad.
I forgot Banana Bay existed. I'm going to turn that back on my matchmaking settings. But going on to the point, I fucking love that map.
I like Banana Bay too.
You don't lose necessarily the timeline because, you know, you can have like this back in the day evil lair underwater. I mean, if you want to, you know, get into that. So to me, it wasn't like the theme was too crazy. As far as like the giant shark, I thought that was really fun. As far as like attacking from the last point, I think it's very doable. I do it very often. The way that I always approach it is as I come from the flank route under. You come with the flank right under. If you push an Uber into that team and they have like 2 sentries like they always do, they have snipers, whatever, you just bulldoze through them. And while you're doing that, you make a coordinated push with your team. So you have some demo spam, some soldier spam, and you pretty much just blow them out from the other side. I mean, if you don't have any communication, any teamwork whatsoever, yes, your team is likely going to be, you know, just absolutely ran through by the other team.
It's just normal TF2. Most people don't communicate.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it is. Like, I've had a lot of games where, like, I am in my chair furious about, like, you know, my medic did this thing, or, like, my engineer didn't do this thing, and I'm like, oh, right, I could have just said, like, hey, can you do this thing, in the nicest tone, and they probably would have done it. So it's like, you know, some of that's just, you just got to communicate, but personally, I think that map runs beautifully. It took me, like, 2 or 3 times to play that, and I was like, dude, I reached out to one of my mods. I'm like, dude, I think this is one of the greatest maps to hit TF2. His name is Compound Killer. He's one of the admins in my Discord still. He's a heavy main as well. So if anyone, and he was like, by the way, he was like a sweat back in the day, a brass beast enthusiast, competitive player. So he was like the antithesis to like some of the things that I was saying have how to play heavy.
Mm-hmm.
He hits me back up. He's like, dude, no, this is like one of the greatest fucking maps ever. And I'm like, dude, I agree.
Maybe it's just a heavy main thing because I think a lot of people point to that map as kind of just being a novelty and not very good.
I play it a lot as Spy now, to be honest with you. I have a lot of fun.
Man, I really tried to give that map a fair shake, and I think it sucks. We're like, this is like this is like our impasse. We're never gonna be able to see eye to eye on this. I'm sorry. It's just there's no way that I'm gonna be convinced that the map is good, or that I'm gonna convince you that the map is bad.
Listen, final thoughts. This is what we need to do, okay? Besides, at some point, you and me gotta have like a long podcast discussion.
Oh, dude, fuck, just come on Idle Time. You want to do like a one-on-one episode of Idle Time? We just talk for 3 hours. Fuck yeah, dude.
Sure, it's gonna be in the comments, just people hating on my opinions, and it's fine. But,
listen, that's the nature of the beast with sharing any opinion online, is you're gonna get people disagreeing. You know this.
Oh, I know. That's one of the differences between you and me. I remember, you guys don't know this, but like behind the scenes, like Zesty would get on Twitter, he would say some things, he'd get a lot of people angry at him, and he would be like, you know, he'd take the precautions he needed. I would post some shit, get people angry at me. Zesty hit me up one time, he was like, hey man, I want you to be careful, like you have to understand, like these people can get your information, they can do this, they can do that. And I was like,
yeah, I remember. I think like the first time we talked was like some years ago in regards to all that. Yeah, I remember.
My response was the same thing I say to people that try to dox me in like GTA 5. I say, pull up. If you have my address, pull up to it.
No, yeah, I'm the same way now too. Just like, fuck it, I live in Texas. Good luck.
But no, what I was gonna say, final thoughts is this. Basically, just what we need to do one day, besides the podcast, is we need to go together on Aquarius. I'm gonna hold your hand through Aquarius. I'm gonna show you the greatness of it, and then it's gonna be the gateway to me getting you on board with Odyssey, to getting you on board with Embargo, and finally the greatness that is Egypt. That's all.
Listen, I like Egypt. Okay, I despise Embargo, and I Odyssey is like the least of the 3 evils here. Odyssey, I'm like, okay, you can twist my arm and I can have a little bit of fun on it, but Embargo is AIDS and then Aquarius. I'm sorry, but I will take you up on it if you want. We can have a play session and see how it goes.
As you said, the word necessary being thrown around a lot. Embargo is the necessary aids to TF2.
No, it's not. What do you mean the necessary aids? That's what community. Hello? For whatever reason, my internet just cut out. I lost Joey. Discord is still disconnected and not cooperating. Hold on. I'm back on here. My connection is good on stream. Can I send messages? Can you see this? Okay, it's sent. Fuck. Okay, well, Joey, everyone. Joey, everyone. We'll play Joey. We will. We'll get together and have a good play session. I intend on doing that. It'll be a good time. I'm gonna hop back in the soapbox here. Get that going again, because oh, everyone's still here. Awesome. Everyone is still here, like it never happened. Like it never happened. Fucking shit show of a stream. I'm gonna end that poll now. 79% of you use auto reload. Very interesting. 79%. I'm not surprised whatsoever because it's just been around for so long and a lot of people view it as like a convenience. And to be fair, right? To be fair, it doesn't impact play that much at an individual level, aside from a couple of weapons, say like the Force of Nature or the Shortstop or a couple of others where like, or like say the revolver, what have you, where like if you want to, or even like the scattergun in some instances where you're like wanting to time your shots or whatnot, it can kind of fuck with you a little bit. But I like the freedom of being able to choose when I have the downtime to reload instead of the game just doing it automatically for me. So yeah, I've been experimenting more with having auto reload turned off, and I'm kind of enjoying it. I kind of flip back and forth. I wish I could. I wonder if there's a way to set up a config where you change class and auto reload is on for specific classes. Like I want it to be on for, say, soldier, demo, heavy, medic, sniper, what have you, but I want it off for scout, and spy and whatnot. You know, I wonder if you can do that in a config. Anyway, getting back to the proper window. There we are. Hello, we're back. If you can do that, I'm gonna do it because that just sounds like an awesome thing to do. Let's see. Who have I not had on this yet? I have time for a few more before I have to go. This person's name is just Team Fortress 2. I'm probably gonna not pick that one because that just screams this is a new account. Oh no, this person has a mutual friend. I think we can do this. I think it's safe. I'll bring on the person whose name is Team Fortress 2. Your name is Team Fortress 2.
Oh shit, hey!
Hello.
I've been trying to contact you for a while. Let me mute your stream because I need a it's like playing back in my ears.
What's up?
No, I've been trying to like get something going with you for a while because I was talking to Casual about everything and like the podcast and stuff, and
yeah,
he's a really great guy. You know, he was actually in DFW last year because he was recording like a metal album with someone that he met online.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I didn't know that's why he was there, but I knew he was there.
And like I chauffeured him around and stuff, and we were like at the recording studio for like a little bit.
Hell yeah.
And that was like a lot of fun. But yeah, I know. It's really interesting. I kind of wanted to like get like a bit like involved with you and what you're doing like with the game and like creating, like being an artist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always like saw this interpretation where like you were saying like all of like the right things, but it's just people like just I don't know. I feel like they I guess are a bit sensitive and they can't really handle like your abrasion.
Yeah.
Or that, and it's just kind of sad.
Wouldn't it be great if other people said these things too?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Totally. And I just like I thought like it would be cool to be like, oh well, let me try to kind of get involved with you because maybe like I can maybe help you like maybe like mellow out or whatever. I think that's what casual does too. Like maybe centers you, or in like it's like maybe it's like this whole thing where it's like not getting you to like change completely about like your opinions of the game or how you feel about it or whatever, but be more I guess accessible. You know what I mean?
I mean, fair, and I think the thing is, I do make myself. Well, I mean, the example of which you're witnessing right now, I think I make myself pretty accessible. Like, if people want to talk to me, then like DMs are open, and if people want to like reach out, there's multiple ways to do that. There's email, DM, what have you. But I think what you're getting at is I am abrasive. It's just my personality. I can be a dick. I know that. I acknowledge that. But usually my mellowing comes from whenever I'm directly conversing with another person. Because I tend to, I rile myself up whenever I'm going on like a monologue and I'm streaming or doing a video on my own. So I get that.
For sure. And it's just like, I mean, never change, because I think what you're doing is like super excellent. And I feel like people are like very drawn to, I would say like, you know, it's like a character you might put on, but it's also like yourself too. And I feel like a lot of people can appreciate just how genuine and unapologetic you are about creating things first and foremost, and then also just like about the game in itself. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be on the podcast with like casual and stuff because I have like a lot of kind of like opinions about TF2. And
Yeah.
One sec, your stream chat is like roasting my avatar. I gotta put a more appropriate one. For the stream.
What's wrong with the avatar? Well, there's nothing wrong with your avatar. What? Oh my god!
I gotta be more appropriate. I gotta cater.
Oh shit! No, it's worse now. What have you done?
BBC. It's a throwback if everyone remembers that.
Oh, I do.
Anyway, yeah, no, I've been playing Team Fortress 2. I might be like age doxing, but I've been playing the game since like fucking the 6th grade, and
Damn.
I've enjoyed it like so much. I don't know how many hours you have, I forget, but I have like 11K now.
Yeah, I'm under you. I'm at around 10K roughly.
Nice, very very nice. And you know, I remember just like. You know, I remember when casual came, I just completely ignored it. I was so involved with like just community servers and just like trading and doing like a bunch of like social stuff rather than just playing that like with the matchmaking system. And it's just, I don't know. I try to make the best out of it. Like post Meet Your Match, me and my friends, we got to Death Merchant and competitive, and that was really fun.
Oof. Yeah.
And
that's a grind, man.
yeah.
Holy shit.
It was really cool. And you know, I'm trying to get like max ranking casual just for fun, but it just sucks. There's like I can't even begin to like really assess how I feel about casual. Just like it's just like not that great. And
no, it's not.
There's just a myriad of problems with it. I'm a little bit like unprepared to kind of like talk about how I feel about the game and stuff, because I've been trying to like network off and on, and I was like DMing casual and stuff, and like this is like, oh, we should like get something together going and all this, and then like I'm sitting at my computer right now, and I just impulsively hit request, but you know.
Well, I mean, this shit's hard to talk about because it is very nuanced, you know, and it's certainly like a good place to start where you can like acknowledge, oh shit, yeah, this sucks, right? But like really pinpointing what the problems are and why casual mode makes the experience worse is I don't know, shit. It's something that took me years, literally like 2 years, to think about thoroughly and put forth into a video format. And even now I'm finding better ways to explain myself, you know?
That's good. I've like found that like you've gotten like, cause I've been watching your like shit off and on. I have like a friend who used to make Team Fortress 2 videos and then kind of like changed his alias and kind of like wiped whatever he was doing. But he was like a huge like fan and like praiser of like the way you talked about the game and just your style of like editing and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, let me check this person out. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm like, oh, you see, I'm like, oh, you just seem like upset about like frivolous stuff. And then I looked a bit into it because it's just like, I'm like, oh, well, like it's like, we need like something more with addressing the game and everything. And it seemed like you were just getting mad at nothing. And then I'm like, oh, no, you have like, you're talking about like all the correct things. And it was really refreshing because I don't know, a lot of the landscape with like Team Fortress 2 content, especially nowadays, actually, I don't know. I feel like you're doing like all the right things, and I wish there were kind of maybe like, I don't know, like subsidiaries or like clones of you, but not like in a way where it's like, oh, everyone's pissed off and angry or whatever.
No, it would be great if other people would at least kind of dip their toes into the things that I speak about and being a bit more critical with the state of the game and how Valve treats it. It's just it's a shitty situation the game is in, and the unwillingness for other people with audiences, because there's plenty of people willing to do it, but people with audiences that are not wanting to do it. So, and someone puts in chat, it's low stakes videos, because as soon as you commit to being more critical about something and like being more opinionated and being a bit more abrasive and call it, because you immediately become abrasive when you say, I don't like this thing. And a lot of people hate that. A lot of people hate it, because as soon as you say that you disagree or dislike something, it immediately opens the door for people to like take a bite out of you, And a lot of content creators just don't want to deal with that, because it's smooth sailing, easy rolling, just to make that low stakes content and have your fun, make your videos, make your money, that kind of thing. And I think most people are just kind of allergic to that. And I'm happy to hear that you're not. I'm happy to hear that plenty of other people out there want to talk about these things, right? And that makes me happy.
No, I will say this. I totally like understand a lot of the grievances that you've gone through as just a public figure, and then like also being aware of like how some people like do like the safe thing just to not feel that resistance or whatnot. Like I won't say like exactly like who I am, but like I've done like art and music for kind of like I guess like in a public light for maybe over half a decade.
Wow.
And I was like involved with like a lot of people, and I've done like a bunch of stuff, but then like a lot of my art was like esoteric, and then like a lot of people also like kind of viewed me in a weird lens in regards to like identity, right? So being thrusted into that, like people thinking like, oh, your art is just really weird and not that great, and then also being like different and like just listening to all those opinions, and it just like, oh, it drives you down so bad. And then you think like, oh yeah, it's not worth my time of day to open up the DAW and like record something. And I'm just like, I just don't want to fucking do anything anymore.
I hit that point too when I first started getting a lot of pushback with being online. But I don't know. You eventually just get used to it. One thing, I just got used to it, and then I just kind of stopped caring, because you quickly realize that the people that are causing most of the grievances and throwing out the negative things your way, it's usually represents a very vocal minority, and they become pretty easy to ignore when you start focusing more on the people that are willing to listen and not like just like agree, but like listen to what you have to say and just go, oh, okay, and then kind of leave it at that, It does suck.
No, for sure.
Yeah, it does suck when people give you a bunch of shit for one reason or another. It's not fun. I feel you there, but I don't know.
I've come like anecdotally speaking, I've like come to kind of realize, and obviously it's just anecdotal. It's not there's not like a lot of validity to it, but it can kind of make you feel that way. But it's like so funny that I guess I feel like a lot of people who might project hatred onto you about the things that you're putting out and nourishing the world with, it's like they feel like insecure about themselves about that. Like a lot, like for example, I think maybe a lot of like detractors of what you make, that comes from like, you know, people like they're insecure about how they play TF2 or how they feel about TF2, and they just don't like hearing it from you. And then like for me, it's like a lot of people who like were ragging like on like my music or like my like me or whatever. It's like, oh, I thought like I was gonna get like hatred from like a bunch of bigots, but it was like actually like people who were like similar to me, and I'm like what the fuck are you doing? We're all like in this boat together. It's like we all want the same thing. You know?
I think I think a lot of the animosity that I receive comes from a few different reasons that I'm not going to get into on stream, but also more of a larger symptom of the internet. It's people don't like it when you're critical of something that they personally like, just by tendency of people to kind of associate their persons and like their actual being with the products and hobbies they consume, right? And so when you're openly critical about something, you're going to get a lot of pushback, like, whoa, they're attacking this thing I like, and then by extension, oh, they're attacking me, and people get really defensive, right? And so I guess that plays into like the insecurity thing, like how they're insecure about how they feel about TF2 or whatnot. But I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I get a lot of pushback when it comes to like people refuting my opinions about the game. It goes on. It doesn't need to be reiterated the other reasons why I get a lot of hate. But when it comes to my gameplay opinions and like the state of the game opinions, it's that. And also people just don't like negativity. A lot of people just kind of like want to plug their ears, like la la la. I don't want to hear mean things, bad things that bring me down. And so they view me someone that is, you know, majority negative, like 60-40, 70-30, whatever percentage you want to say.
Yeah.
They look at that and go, oh my God, he's being negative again. This guy's a fucking idiot, you know, and they don't listen to what I have to say. They just kind of write me off as like the negative guy, you know?
No, exactly. And it's absolutely moronic that people like just won't even like give you the time of day and anything like that. And I get it. Like people like try to like say like you're this or that, or like they try to dig up stuff. But you know, we're all like just talking about the game. And in my personal opinion, I don't want to get into like anything like personal or like anything political, because we're talking about Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, it's fine.
But, like, I don't know. I mean, you come off as like a 2000s like Bush Kerry liberal or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know. It's like you come off as like, well, it's like, you know, like personally, I wouldn't kiss another guy, but it's like, you know, they should get married. It's fine. It's like, and people are like thinking that like you want to like, I don't know, like murder queer people or something.
I'm laissez-faire. I'm laissez-faire. I'm like, me, I'm live and let live. I really just don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I'm not that invested. I care about what I care about, and most of what I care about is like, you know, my people in my immediate circle and the activities I engage in, you know. That's kind of it.
And that's what's really important, is community too. And I feel like what you're doing with Team Fortress 2 and how you view it, it's like you're cultivating like a really nice community. And I see there's a lot of like things that can maybe like be put like out of context, but like I feel like you just keep a lot of things in check, and I don't think you get enough credit for that, because people think like it's like you're like a maybe unhinged like Bandito, or like it's like a wild west when it comes to the zesty Jesus like space. But it's like, no, I feel like you're very focused and you have a goal, and you're not like so just like muddled with like, you know, like semantics over like stupid shit. But like I actually want to kind of do like an exercise, like a ping pong kind of exercise, because I don't know how like your idle time schedule is, but I do want to eventually be on that podcast, because I've been friends with Casual for like I think like maybe 7 years.
Yeah.
I really it'd be so fun, because I love him. He's like my best friend, but like to play off that and everything. So let's like fucking talk about the fucking game, because I have like a lot of interesting opinions about the game.
Man, we can rope you into a group DM to start.
Okay. And I also want to say too, it's just like I don't know. I've been playing the game for like a really long time.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what would be like my dream thing for the game. You know, one thing that would be awesome, I think. I know it's like a shitty thing to say.
What?
But I know a lot of people love the like Trollger shit, right? And they love like it's like flashy and stuff. But you know, it'd be like a really cool like like update thing.
What?
Make the fucking market gardener like honor bound. Like, you know, like just
No.
kill that culture.
No.
Kill that culture off.
Don't do that. Why would you do this? No, don't hurt my baby. It already got the nerf it needed.
The thing about like fucking Trollgers, like for every like one person who makes like these like neat clip dumps and knows how to like do like these awesome trick jumps and do like moving around, you have like some kid that watched those videos. You have like 99 kids that watch those videos, right? And then they bought a market gardener and a rocket jumper and man treads from the Manco store.
Yeah.
And then like you hear like the fucking suction cup noise, and then you just see them pencil up in the air.
I've never heard someone describe it as the suction cup noise. It is a suction cup.
It's just stupid. I'm like playing the game. I'm like, oh, why the fuck are we losing? And then I turn around and I see the suction cup soldier like penciling up in the air. He's gotten like 1 point for like 20 minutes, and then he just leaves and just like plays.
You have to nurture these players.
What are you doing?
You have to nurture these players. This is the next generation experimenting with all the mechanics in the game. You got to encourage the stuff, even if you're going to lose for a bit with this guy on your server. You got to be happy he's giving it his best shot. You know?
No, I really try to be kind and receptive to, you know, people like that. Like it's interesting. I'll be like, hey man, we're on defense. I'm playing like medic, right? Like, why don't we get some like heavy and demo going? You can even play like banner or battalion soldier. No, I don't want to do that. I want to play soldier.
Welcome to TF2. I will not deviate from what I'm in the mood for. I will be playing fucking Fat Scout for the next 7 hours, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
And then it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I think like winning's fun, and contributing to like the welfare of the team is like fun.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just like, I mean, also, I mean, dicking around is cool too. I mean, I like I like to play Katana Demo Knight, which by the way, my opinion is so this is cool.
Okay.
Because opinion I love fucking like talking about shit and like watching the fucking chat blow up when you say something like silly. But I think the fucking like right now, if you want to play fucking Demo Knight, if you're gonna play Demo Knight, because I mean Demo Knight just fucking sucks, by the way, because the sticky bomb launcher is like one of the best weapons in the game. I don't know why.
Agreed.
But the katana is way better than the Eyelander. The Eyelander's just stupid.
Yeah, in terms of like immediate viability right out of the gate with the loadout, yeah, it's like your best option. Paired with the Splendid Screen, you are a fucking nightmare to deal with, because its combination of instant overheal with damage resistances is really strong. Yeah, I agree.
And you know, a lot of people kind of don't realize. When was the last time that you played like casual? Like, because I know you're popping up. You do community service. You play Gold Rush.
I played casual mode Monday for a bit.
And how was that?
Awful.
How did that go? I
gave up because I was only playing casual mode while I was waiting for the server browser to notify me that slots were available in the community server I wanted to play on. So I played a couple of rounds. I had one upward round that lasted 3 minutes, and then I played on fucking Snake Water for like 20 minutes, and then I left as soon as the slot was available.
It's really like such a sadness. I don't like the mode is like so flawed, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's incredibly flawed. I made a lot of videos about it. It's like, it sucks, right? It sucks that a lot of people like don't even want to acknowledge these flaws. They just, it's such a rat's nest of shit that there's a lot to talk about. So if we can continue this, we can get you into a DM with Casual and I, and pull Richter into this too. I want to move on to the next guest. But
of course, go right ahead. Let's just talk another time.
Shoot me a friend request too, and we can continue the conversation.
Okay, cool. Talk to you later. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, take care, dude. See ya. Yeah, we'll keep it going, because more extended conversations are good. I am rapidly running out of time keeping the pre-Fortress 2 play session stream when. I mean, I could do that. Also, I missed a donation earlier. I like to hear the opinions of someone that's moved on from TF2 and doesn't care about its current state. I'd love to share what's been on my mind for the longest time. Maybe. I want to see who else is in here that I've like not brought on before. I like this guy's profile picture, so I'm just gonna pick you. It looks like cool artwork.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Hi there. I want to keep this very brief, to be honest.
Sure.
With you. I have from the onset, I have 3 questions for you.
Aight. Fire away.
Okay, so first question: do I have your consent to record this?
That greatly depends. But no, it's already a VOD, so fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's not to do like a gotcha hit piece on you. I swear to God.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's fine. It's already a
Okay,
VOD, so whatever. Go for it.
Okay, thank you. So, my first question is, do you think that the TF2 community at large, not like individual creators like yourself, will ever truly hold Valve accountable for what they've done?
No.
Because I've seen the sentiment, sort of like you have. Like years ago, there was this one TF2 YouTuber named Xenomite, and he was very vocal about his distaste for Valve and telling people to boycott them, vote with their wallets and stuff. But no one else seems willing to like follow in those footsteps.
Yeah, no. Unless you have YouTubers leading the charge again, no, it's not going to happen.
All right, yeah.
People, I mean, because people are just too complacent. It's easier to just kind of remain in the status quo. And it's like the biggest indicator of that is in face of a much more immediate and tangible and severe problem that was the bots. You know, it took years for people to raise a big enough alarm against that, and it only happened when YouTubers led the charge. So when it comes to something more nuanced about how Valve has treated this game and leaving it in the state that it's in, getting people on board to be critical of that without provocation from YouTubers, no, it's just not going to happen. It's not.
Yeah, it's a fucking sad state that
It
the world
is.
is in. All right.
Yeah.
Second, third question, I suppose. Very brief, sort of like that guy before us. Would you be willing to participate in an interview with me in this semi-near future? For context, I am working on a video about the current state of TF2 and casual as a whole, currently in like a very lengthy data collection phase. I'm going to try and do my best to like analyze just how fundamentally broken casual is from like especially a new player, beginner perspective, but also like as a seasoned player, like why the game would pretty realistically drive you to quit or like grow a distaste for the game.
Sign me up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sign me up.
Okay, sounds fucking great.
Yeah, man, shoot me your friend request, and we can get to scheduling whenever you want to do it.
All right, thank you. It might take a little while. I'm still like, I'm just gonna start collecting data. I've had the idea for a while.
Yeah, man.
But yes, I will absolutely hit you up at some point and write down some questions beforehand.
Dope. Sounds good to me.
Thank you for your time. As promised, I'll keep this brief so others can like have time to get on as well. You're running out of time, you said.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get a couple more people on. But hey, man, cool. Dope questions, and I look forward to our future conversations.
Likewise. Have a great evening.
You too. Take care. Gears are turning on more meaningful content for this game. I am excited about these things. This is good. Fantastic. Let's try to bring a couple more people in. Let's go. Do I pick the furry? Let's pick a furry. I'll pick the furry. Nice guy, by the way.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Hello. Well, first off, greetings from Austria.
Hello. Hello also to the Austrian viewers.
Yeah.
Whoops. Slip of the tongue there. Slip of the tongue.
No problem, no problem. Heard that before. So earlier we were talking about other realm with the conflict, right? Yeah, no, that is possible.
Oh, with the config thing? If that's possible, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, it is. So there's like a command for all the settings in game, right?
Yeah.
And there is a class.cfg in the CFG folder, like demo.cfg, and you can just put that command into there.
And that works?
Yeah, it does.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna do it.
Like before that, I think it got taken down. I don't know if it's still up. There was a website called cfg.tf, which did something like that with
I
crosshairs.
remember that. Yeah, I don't know if that's there anymore. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, it did get taken down, right?
It's a shame because that was a useful website.
Yeah, I used it too.
Also,
It was pretty
like other websites like hits.tf or hit sounds and whatnot. I don't think that's there anymore.
Yeah, why did they get taken down actually?
Probably hosting stuff, or it's a non-zero amount of money to host these things. But
Oh,
someone says it's still up.
it
Still exists. Oh, that's good. Hooray.
Oh,
Never
good,
mind. I stand corrected.
Alright, cool. So I got some stuff about quick play. I don't know if it's repetitive at some point or not. If
Fire away.
like realistically, do you think Valve would actually ever add quick play back?
If they're pressured in the right way, we can absolutely get them to act. Would they actually do like a reversal, like a reversion? No. But we could absolutely get them to implement quick place functionality into casual mode, for sure. But what matters is how that's approached. You have to do it. You have to do it the right way. Yeah, I think it could be done.
Yeah, it always has to be YouTubers, not like from the community itself.
Yeah, it's
That's the
frustrating from that regard, but I think
Yeah.
it's possible.
Could be. I mean, I hope so, because
Me too, man.
I've watched your video on quick play. I really do think it is better in most ways. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it is.
no, yeah, and I think an important point to reiterate upon all of that is like no one is saying quick play is a perfect system. It's just in comparison to casual mode, it's so much better. And going back to a system that behaved that way just makes sense, not only for the health of current players, but for the indefinite lifespan that Valve wants to keep TF2 on. So why not just go back to that system? So it can be done. I think it can be. You just got to do it the right way.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah.
I like how more and more people are hopping onto that casual hate train, if you want to call it that.
Well, I mean,
I've seen more videos of
yeah, and I wonder why that's the case. Maybe it's because they can actually pay attention to it again because the bots are gone, right? It's like that we have something else to pay attention to now. Like, oh, we're right back at square one. Like, oh yeah, casual mode really does suck. We're not distracted by bots anymore.
But they got like removed 2 years ago now at this point, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
Oh yeah. So I actually only started playing TF2 in 2021.
Okay,
Right.
I mean, that's healthy. It's 5 years at this point. It's kind of crazy to
I
think
don't have
about.
any experience about before when the game was being actively updated. Or quick play, I don't know any about that.
Yeah.
I've been mainly playing on community servers though. But
Good. That's the better experience, by and
yeah,
large.
but yeah. I just casual, I don't know, dude. It's just
Yeah.
as you talked about earlier with Joey, auto balance is a big factor of that.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I do hate that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find someone that actually likes auto balance. I think.
Yeah, but
I
do
understand
agree with
why
it
it's
that it has
necessary.
to be in the game.
Yeah, yeah,
I do see that. Yeah,
yeah.
it is necessary.
Yep, 100%.
But also, like, did quick play have anything similar to the XP ranking thing that is
No.
in casual right now?
No, it did not. It had no ranks. It had no MMR. Nothing like that at all. It was purely establishing connection between player and server, and that's it.
Oh, I can't be the only one who's kind of a fan of that prestiging system. I don't know. I just like the badge.
So,
cool.
I mean, this isn't to say that you can't have, because like the badge in the XP system is purely cosmetic. It's based entirely on the points you earn in your game, right? So that could absolutely be retained if the MMR aspect of casual mode was removed, right? Like that's a non-issue.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it just got kind of a nitpick from me. I just like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I don't see it. Like, I'm not asking for the badge and XP to be removed. I think it's whatever. It's a cosmetic thing. It's no issue with it at all.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing that I was watching your streams a lot recently, and every time you asked about someone, have you played on this map before? And I'm like, what map? I have never heard that before. Like most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, dude, earlier Banana Bay, I think I've played there once. I don't remember.
That just makes me so sad. It makes me so sad that that's such a common answer. It's like, nope, not played on it. Nope, not played on this one. Oh, it hurts, dude. It really does. Yeah. Oh, people are missing out on so many good times. So frustrating.
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised when Joey said that he unironically likes Aquarius, right?
Yeah. That's
I
shocking.
haven't played on it, honestly, but yeah.
I find that take rather shocking and incredibly spicy that you can enjoy Aquarius, but to each their own on that front. I'm not going to be able to convert him.
Maybe I should try it. I don't know.
I'm not. I've played on the map personally. I'm not a big fan of it, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to get him on the right side of history.
Well, what's your favorite map, actually?
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse,
hands down. I fucking love Powerhouse. I could live on Powerhouse forever. I fucking love that map so much.
Oh yeah, I've played on it last week, I think, for an hour. It took me a bit to get into a game, but it did last like an hour or so. It was
yeah,
cool.
It's the best part, dude. It's the meat grinder. I love the meat grinder, and the map, the layout is awesome. I fucking love Powerhouse so much.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool map. But I would also like to play on some different maps that are not as populated as like Upward or whatever.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you could do that?
Yeah.
Instead of having like 120 maps in the vanilla rotation, like spreading players too thin, it wouldn't. Yeah. And this goes back to what you said a moment ago of like, or what was said a moment ago of people like getting more on board with like, okay, yeah, now more people are talking about the negativities of the system. We're like, yeah, maybe it's not a good thing to have over 100 active maps in the rotation because guess what happens? Most of them don't go played. Hello? Yeah.
I think a solution to that, just in my opinion, would be to like every map that was released in the summer update would only be available during the summertime, like when the cases get dropped and everything, right?
Yeah.
Same for the Halloween and for the winter cases.
I can see that being a decent solution. Alternatively, like some form of rotation. I don't know how it would be handled, but just something to cut down on the size of the map pool. At this point, I'll take anything.
Yeah. Or like maybe have all of them in a separate section, like you can with the game mode. There's like one selection for event maps, just for those.
Yeah, maybe,
Something
but even
like
then, I feel like that would just kind of exacerbate the problem, because if all maps are still left out to be available, and they just kind of shove event maps in their own tab, it's going to suffer from the same fate as the alternative game modes, where no one touches them, you know?
I mean, that's kind of the thing already, 2 weeks after they get released, but...
Yeah, and that goes into the... Well, because, like, what happens is that, you know, they get put in the featured tab at the top, so naturally everyone's going to gravitate towards that, and then once they get dumped into the massive pool, everyone's just going to go back to the main maps, right? So, and then they die.
Yeah, 2 for Upward, Badwater, all that stuff.
Frickin' sucks.
Same maps as always, yeah. That is the thing. And there is no similar game that I can play. Like,
Nope.
I don't like Hero Shooter 1, 2, 3, Overwatch, Valorant, whatever.
Yep.
There's only one tier 2.
Yep, there's no replacement for this. That's why I hate people that say, go play a different game. What do I play? Where do I go? Like, what alternatives do we have that scratch the same itch? Nothing. Nothing is like TF2. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe classic TF2, Quake,
Dude,
I don't know.
The closest experience I've received to Team Fortress 2 that, like, kind of scratches the similar itch is fucking Deep Rock Galactic. And that's fucking PvE. Like, that feels more similar to Team Fortress 2 than any other hero shooter out there. I don't know why, but it's almost the same itch being scratched by that game, genuinely.
Like MVM?
Yeah, it's PvE. You know, it's you play with 3 other friends, and you shoot a whole bunch of aliens with guns, and you mine minerals as dwarves. I fucking love Deep Rock Galactic.
I haven't played it, actually, but I've heard of it.
Strongly recommend you play Deep Rock Galactic. Rogue Core, I hear mixed reviews on. It's like the newest game that just came out. But original Deep Rock Galactic is really, really good. If anyone's not played that shit, play it. It's awesome.
I don't actually know what Rogue Core is.
Yeah, that's the newest Deep Rock Galactic game that just came out like a week ago or a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, play the OG. Play the OG.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll try to.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing I would want to ask. Then.
Sure.
I think I'm done for the day. Yeah.
Sure.
So. 80% of my time from TF2 was on community servers mainly.
Yeah.
But I do have, like, I prestiged once with their XP ranking system, whatever it's called actually.
Yeah.
And so you said in quick play you could select the Valve servers from the server browser.
Yep, you could.
Right. So there is this thing that what if you have like people who personally hate you and so they can even harass you in casual servers so they can find you through the browser?
They can already do that in casual mode with basically the same speed. Like it's not that different. Like, take it from me, someone that's been streaming this game and playing this game for so long, that if someone wants to find you in casual mode, it's not that hard. Tools exist also because a lot of these people tend to be cheaters. And tools exist that can help find specific people inside of Valve servers because there's ways to like actually see the hidden Valve server information. Because technically, correct me if I'm wrong, someone in chat might have to correct me, but like all the Valve server information is still there in the browser. It's just invisible to you. But if you have a cracked version of the game in some capacity, I'm like heavily simplifying this, you can still see all of the server information and find someone, especially by tapping into Steam's API. You can actually see all of the individual players inside of Valve servers. So hiding them from the browser is completely pointless.
Oh, well,
yeah.
No, I was not aware of that at all.
Yeah, so if someone wants to find you specifically, they can do it.
Oh. Huh. Well, I did not know that. That's interesting to hear, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's stupid, but it's just the nature of having servers set up this way for a game like TF2.
Oh. Well, okay, then, all I can say is bring back quick play, I guess.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Me too.
I mean, that's all I have to say now for now. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, man, take care.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Yeah, you too, man. See you.
Peace. Gonna say it again. Nice guy. Nice guy. Give me 2 seconds. I want to make sure that I don't have to leave yet, because the original plan with my family this evening was we were going to go out to dinner. If we're not doing that, I'm going to keep going. If we are, I have to leave, so give me like 2 seconds. Alright. Okay, I'm in the clear to keep going for a bit. You fat bitch! What are you doing? You fat fucking dog. Eating my cat's food again. You know what you did. You know what you did. No, you don't get to wag your tail at me and then walk by like you did nothing. Look at the face of shame. Face of shame. You ate my cat's food. You fat fuck. Eat my cat's fucking food. You're so fat already. You don't need more. Fat fucking dog. Yeah, you. Lucky you're cute. Get the fuck out of my room. No shame in those eyes. Nope, no shame whatsoever. Do what you must, for I have already won. Oh, Lord. Okay. I got time for a couple more. Let's bring on fucking... what's like a cool name? I want to look for a cool name. Who has the coolest name in the list right now? The guy's got Bussy in his name. That is the last option if I'm going by cool names alone. I'm sorry. That is like the worst thing I've ever read in my life. Who has the coolest name? Let's go with... What's this guy's name? Young Stroker? I feel like clicking that one's gonna be a mistake. Do I click on the guy whose name is Young Stroker? Young Stroker, the Body Snatcher. Given the pronouns I see in that profile, I'm thinking I should not pick that one. I'm thinking that one's not going to end well if I select that profile. I think I might have to take a pass on you. I feel like that's just like putting my hand in the fucking beehive. This guy's name is just Artillery. We'll go with the guy who's named Artillery.
Hi,
Hello.
Zesty.
What's
Gambler
poppin'?
here. How's it going? Should I gamble on the MVM update releasing in the next 3 years? I'm saying
In the
all that,
next
I'm saying put my
3?
house on it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna release this year. I don't think so.
You know what? Me too.
I've only been playing this game for 6 fucking years, since 2020, all right?
Yeah.
But I've been watching content for way longer than that. Back when I was like younger, I would go on YouTube, search up Uncle Dane. Hey, I loved Uncle Dane. Still do.
Yeah.
In these 6 years, it's been the most... I don't know how to describe it. I thought the game would be something, and it just was something else. Now, used to play... I went on to community servers on my own just because I've already played like other Valve games, Source games, or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. Honestly, I kind of wish the bot crisis was back because back then at least community servers were more populated.
Dude, honestly, yeah. If there's one thing about that, you could always get into a decent community server and it was pretty much always populated. It's insane how the bots getting removed just killed community servers all over again.
I know. Yeah,
Sucks.
I actually wanted to ask. I don't know if I'm misremembering this from one of your streams or videos.
Okay.
But what do you think of Skyle?
Skyle, I think the servers are terrible. They spoof ping and player counts. They have AFK bots, which I think sucks. Not good.
You know what? Fair enough. I mean, they're unfortunately some of the more populated servers. Like, I wouldn't say even unfortunately. They're more populated than other servers, and I know the ping spoofing thing. I hate it all the time. I disconnect all the time when my ping is more than 50. So,
yeah, I mean, if you manage to get into one of their servers and it's all humans, fine. Like the experience is acceptable, but like otherwise, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and it's so funny because before I used to play this game, I was a big Counter-Strike player.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. I was big into CS:GO.
Okay.
And when all the content creators, when everybody was like, yeah, trickle down balance, the future is competitive, that all made sense to me. That all made sense. I was like, you know what?
It is alluring for the observer to go like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it at face value, I can see that. Yeah.
And then I actually started playing the game, and I actually was like, wait, this game. I remembered like watching it, feeling like it's different. It's a shame. It's a shame what they've done to this game.
Yeah.
I have personally never experienced quick play. I wish they brought it back just because casual as it stands. Again, it's a gamble whether you're going to actually find a game to play or not. It's a gamble whether you're going to join in, just die immediately.
Yep, 100%. It's a gamble. Every time you click that button, you have no control over the experience you're going to get. It's going to suck or it's going to be okay. Usually it sucks.
Hey, as much as I love gambling, it sucks to always be on the losing streak. What can I say?
I don't want to gamble with my free time. Listen, gambling. Save your money, kids.
Look, as much... Okay, it's the gambler guy. I don't actually condone gambling.
It's a bid. We know it's a bid. It's okay.
Thank you. I just wanted to confirm that I'm not a gambling addict. So
we know it's a bid. You're fine. It's funny. It's funny. It's a welcome bid every time we go live to see the gambler return.
Hell yeah! You're gonna see me more or less often as I usually am here. Thank you for your time. I just wanted to ask about Skyle. I just wanted to ask like.
Sure.
Any other community server recommendations? Do you have?
Like there. I mean, there's like in terms of networks to play on. What other options are there? My servers are populated sometimes. Like I know my European server populates pretty frequently. My North America server not so much. I know Wheezy has his servers. I've only heard good things about Wheezy's servers. Beyond that, shit, dude. Your options are limited.
Yeah, fair enough. Lastly, I want to make not a request, but a question of: would you ever be interested in having a community server that runs old school versus Saxon Hale like mod, not the VScript one?
I could certainly going back to the discussion we had earlier about running like other community server stuff, like say Mario Kart or Cyberpunk or whatnot. I mean, yeah, I could throw some VSH maps in there too. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Just have all like the alternative community stuff thrown into there. Why not?
Hell yeah. Well, honestly, Zesty, I appreciate everything you do. I
Thank
appreciate you speaking out. It's funny because once I started watching you, I realized you're saying everything that I'm feeling. Just you're more eloquent with it. You have the experience to back it up. Thank you for running the community servers you do. Thank you for just keep making quality content, man. Honestly, well, I speak for myself when I say I'm gonna keep watching it. I don't want to waste anybody else's time here. It looks like there's 100 people waiting to join in. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
No, yeah, man, and I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. It means a lot, really.
Of course. And yeah, have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Will do.
I'm gonna say it, chat. Nice guy. Gonna say it, chat. Nice guy. I'm gonna watch the Jax video on Saturday with a special guest. I'm gonna watch that Jax video about the TF2 community on Saturday with a special guest. It's gonna be a good time, but not till Saturday. But who is in next? Let's go with fuck, I don't know. I bet that he's a nice guy. Nice guy. Nice guy. I gotta get a fucking like emote for that. It just says nice guy whenever I do this. I think it'd be funny. Let's go with, I don't know. Let's get some variety. Let's go with a guy that says new member. Because like Discord shows me who's a new member and who's not. Let's like see someone that has like the new tag next to their name. This person says new. Hello. You were the first on the list with the new member tag. Let's see if they respond. Hello.
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 I was in the middle of a casual match.
Hello.
Much to my shame.
Hello, first person with a new member tag. This is why you've been selected. What's poppin'? What's going on?
Hi. I've got to make sure that the YouTube is muted. It is.
Fantastic.
Apologies. I don't usually get starstruck, but
I'm just a guy. Don't worry.
You say that, but like you're the only YouTuber that I've met in the TF2 space who isn't a complete douchebag.
Really?
Oh, we've met before, like you didn't know me, I didn't know you, it was just in passing. I got invited to some YouTuber Discord by Party Pug and Indie, and when I joined, it was like, yeah, it was like a bunch of like douchebag younger people all about like, oh, how could we maximize views? And they were talking about like, oh, just cram Zesty Jesus into your video. That gets views because people hate him.
I'm trying to remember. Was I there, or was this something? Was this?
Yeah, you were there.
I was.
I was in the general chat talking with some of them. Like, I thought they were assholes, and I just was like, "Hey guys, what can I do to make the perfect YouTube video?" And then I took everything they said, like completely straight, shoved it into a video, and then made it.
Yeah. And how'd that work out? How'd that work out?
Oh no, it was an awful video, but you responded to it with just a video of some anime person rolling their eyes.
I don't remember this at all. How long ago was this?
This would have been around 2022.
Oh my god, I apologize. I don't remember this at all, but I'm not denying these things happened. I just don't remember.
No, it's fine. I don't expect you to know who I am. I know who you are, though.
Aight. Well, cool. Hello again, then.
And, yeah, well, this is the first time actually saying hi, but, I get the feeling everyone here just wants to complain about casual, and I don't want to waste too much time, so...
Well, I mean, reprieves from that are welcome, don't worry.
I'd just say, like, you guys talk about how no one is really up and coming in the YouTube space and all that, and I got myself to 2,000 subscribers and everything, which is more than I ever thought that I would.
That is fantastic. Good work.
I completely ducked out of the video making scene for a few different reasons.
Uh-huh.
And it's not that I don't want to make videos. I keep sitting there being like, man, I should make a video. But after realizing that people will actually watch something that I make, like, I didn't think anything that I produced was quality enough for anyone's time.
No,
so
get that out of your head.
Past...
Get that out of your head immediately to stop it. Like, don't you like that's an instant trap that a lot of people fall into is comparing yourself to other people. Don't do that. Stop right away.
No, I'm not comparing myself to other people. It's like I know what I'm capable of, and I'm capable of more than just shoving stuff together. The thing is, I have to like learn it, but I get that's a trap to fall into.
Yeah. But like don't like let that discourage you. I mean, like if you're concerned that like, sorry, I had a knock on the door, so I had to like divert my attention for a moment. So I missed the first half of what you said there.
You're fine, dude.
But yeah, don't let yourself fall into that trap of kind of getting in your own head about like, oh, what I'm not making is good enough. I do that all the time. Oftentimes you can become your own worst enemy, and it can prevent you from doing anything. Like the best way to like circumvent that is just to do it anyway. And oftentimes you're gonna find that what you're doing is probably just fine.
Well, like in anticipation for hopefully making videos, which I say hopefully when I should just shut up and do it, which I'm planning on. Like I was actually recording footage for making one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I've managed to learn how to hand animate. I've gotten so much better at drawing. I've started taking courses on how to do Blender. I just want to make something that's actually worth people's time.
Yeah, do it. Like, I mean, and here's the thing, you're never gonna be like in the position where like, oh, now what I'm gonna make is perfect. You know, you just have to start, because it doesn't matter how long you do this and how long you put your skill set into practice, you're always getting better, right? If that's what you're striving for, is like always upping your quality and making something better each time. The best thing to do is just start, even if like at your current level you deem it like, oh, I'm not like quite there yet. Just start, because the more like practice you put into it, the better you get. Because if you're not making videos, you're not growing that skill, you know?
Yeah, I get the mindset of an object in motion stays in motion. It's very, very hard to start sometimes.
Yeah, that's always the hardest part, is always beginning with so many things in life. You're never going to be in the mood. You just have to force yourself. You have to force yourself to do it. As much internal resistance you may feel, just do it. Even if it just sucks, make yourself do it. Because once you get that momentum going, you know, as you just said, then you'll find your stride.
But like I don't understand the people who say there's nothing to talk about in TF2. Like, that just shows you don't have the TF-tism.
Yeah, true. It's true. There's lots of things left to be said, and a lot more things have not been explored. People still make videos about fucking Mario 64. Like, just the normal game, right? That game's been out for 30 years. Like, you can still make shit for TF2. You know?
There's just, God, there's so much I want to talk about just because I love TF2 and all that, but like, just hearing you talk with other people gave me so many memories of playing in community servers and all that, and I don't agree with every take that you have. I think that's normal.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's normal.
Scary if you did agree with everything someone said 100% of the time, but it seems like other people and I know that you've expressed that you hate this, and I hate it too, but for lack of a better term, TF2 community, air quotes, like the YouTube community.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of people that are really disingenuous about engaging with someone's points. And like, if someone makes an entire video like, oh, here's why Zesty Jesus is wrong, don't you think they would at least, or not Zesty Jesus is wrong, here's an entire video of why insert person is wrong. Don't you think you'd at least want to take a good faith effort to understand what they're saying?
Well, yeah, if you're wanting to make a competent video that's not like a hit piece, yeah, do you think that like logic would dictate you want to understand what they're trying to say? Yeah.
Yeah, hit pieces and like you said, all the drama that you have to deal with is another big reason of why like I have just been terrified of making anything, because people are crazy online. It's insane.
Yeah, just have to ignore it as best as you can. Just don't, because I made the mistake of when I was first starting this of like not divorcing myself from what random people were saying about me online. The sooner you can do that and realize that it means nothing in the end, and it's going to have absolutely zero impact on your growth and your views and the quality of your content, you're going to be fine, unless you actually like do something fucking batshit insane, like morally reprehensible, like you fucking, I don't know, engaging in unspeakable things, let's say, and then people expose you. Then like obviously, yeah, you're going to crash and burn, but like you're a normal person, you're a good person, whatever. It's not going to happen, you know. Don't focus on that, because it doesn't, and I said this earlier in the stream, it doesn't matter what you do, there's always going to be haters, and the best thing to do is just not give them the time of day. Just ignore it and just do your thing.
Yeah,
it is scary. It is, you know, I've dealt with shit.
It is really, really scary when you're not used to it. I'm sure that as you go, it gets better.
Yeah, I mean, everyone starts with, you know, a certain thickness of skin, you know, and it gets thicker over time. It's just a matter of trial by fire. You get used to it.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
and
oh
you
my
can't
God.
predict the future. You know, you're gonna get shit. You just have to adapt to it as it comes.
Like I remember when like the whole, it's still kind of going on, but it was really, really big for people to talk about like Sniper's so busted, Sniper's broken, we got to get rid of him. And like I always treated that as like, oh, this is just actual spy propaganda. This is like a video spy would make of why the sniper needs to get nerfed and banned and removed from the game.
Yeah, that it was very eloquently placed spy propaganda indeed. Also, someone points out in chat that the shit that I've dealt with is not normal. Like, I've dealt with, like, most YouTubers don't deal with the shit I've dealt with. So, like, if that's your point of comparison, it's not the majority. I wouldn't worry about it.
I don't know. What's the quote from Hitchhiker's Guide? It's something like, scientists say there's a 1 in 1 million chance of life spawning on a planet. Scientists also say 1 in 1 million chances happen once a day. No, that's Discworld. That's Discworld, not... Sorry, I'm being a pretentious douche.
You're good. No, you're good. But hey, I mean, if you're worried about the stats, then you'd never get on an airplane. You never get in the car. You'd never do things on your day-to-day. You never do things in your day-to-day life. So just I wouldn't worry about it.
But yeah, like, oh my god, I tried streaming for a little bit just because it seemed like a good way to meet people to play with and like record B-roll for videos and stuff.
No, it's not.
And
from my experience, it's tricky. Unless you do open venues like this, it can be rather tricky to get gameplay footage. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, I would host my own server and then just invite people to come play with me and then record whatever I got and stuff. And oh my god, Twitch TF2 players they're some of the weirdest people I've ever met.
Yeah, and that's something that's kind of unique to Team Fortress 2. Whenever you're streaming yourself playing the game, you're always going to find people that will seek you out. And they tend to be characters.
Chrono Square doesn't like my voice. I'm sorry, Chrono Square.
What's wrong with your voice?
I don't know, but Chrono Square doesn't like it.
Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with it to me. But no, yeah, streaming is, from my experience, playing... you're live on Twitch? Yeah, not a good way to meet people from my experience. Playing the game and interacting with your audience is like the main reason why I started streaming, was putting myself out there more, engaging with my audience more directly, and also because I just find, chatting with a chat fun. So.
Oh, I just stopped doing it because people were really weird. But
yeah, that's just the internet. You have to kind of close those people off. Like once you get bigger, it dilutes, right? It gets diluted. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. I have to mute myself.
Oh, you're fine. I'll just have to annoy Chrono Square with my voice. Ask Zesty, why does TF2 attract so many trans people? That's because it's the internet.
Okay, sadly, I have to go now because I have to go assist in moving some things that were supposed to be done by other people, but now I have to get roped into it. And then I have to go out to dinner. But I apologize for cutting us short here. But thank you for coming on and having a chat. Much appreciated.
Of course, and I am sorry I wasted so much time when other people could have been on.
No, you're fine. You were one of the shorter guests today. Don't worry about it. And I don't mind if anyone yammers on for a long time. That's the whole point of these, and I'm going to keep doing them so other people can eventually have an opportunity to come on. So don't worry about it. It's all good.
Well, my last question I'll just ask as a super chat in a future live stream.
Awesome. Look forward to it. All right, I got to close this. You take care. Thank you for stopping by.
Take care. Bye.
Peace. Okay, folks, I got to go. Thank you all so much for the insane donations and getting the prize pool to almost like $2,000. Absolutely insane. You're all in, like, everyone that donated today is incredibly generous. Fantastic. When Lucid wakes up tomorrow, he's gonna fucking freak out. I'm so excited when he hears about this. So thank you all so much. Video, contest, prize pools, all that much bigger. You're all so kind. You're all so generous. I will see you on Friday for Fallout New Vegas, and then Saturday is going to be watching the TF2 community video by Jax with a special guest. So I'll see you then, and take care. I gotta